with Kris and Jay.
Oh my God, you are taking forever.
Calm down, I'm almost done.
You are such high maintenance.
Excuse me? I'm not high maintenance. You're just low effort. Let's review what it takes for men to get ready to leave the house. First, a shower that upon completion leaves the entire bathroom floor flooded with 2 inches of water. Then never dry off before exiting the damn shower. Then you throw in the same pair of jeans and t-shirt you've been wearing for the past 2 days. Gross. You spray some Axe on it. And you consider yourselves presentable to the public. Now, women might take a little longer. That's because first of all, we have to not kill ourselves treading the water you left on the bathroom floor after your shower. We also shave most of our body parts
What up? It's Trent Rush from the Wild Frontiers, and you're watching Fridays with Kris and Jay. Wow!
Wow. It is Happy Friday. Friday with, Jay is absentee. So we have it's Fridays with Kris and Miles. How about that? Hey. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. How was your week?
Busy.
I feel like a phone conversation.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I was very busy as usual.
Yeah. So that video that we just watched was Mike JB Sky, and the name of that song is Lone Wolf, and he is from Canada. So we will be hearing from him soon. He got some exciting stuff he'd like to tell us, but we will wait until he is
Here.
Well, he won't be here, but he'll probably do a Skype or a phone. I think actually a phone conversation or a phone call would be better for him because he says it's kind of sketchy up there up north.
Yep. Looks like it.
Yeah.
Cold.
Very. Like he said, we broke the record the other day. He said it was high in the negative 17.
I can't even imagine.
Or maybe was it 17? Maybe it wasn't negative 17.
We freak out at 35, so over a positive 35.
Mm-hmm. So what is up?
Just busy being a custom integrator.
Oh, yeah.
You know what that is?
No, it was a big fancy word, but
It's a fancy
integration
couple of-
means like, kind of like, woo-hoo-hoo.
It's a fancy couple of words that basically translates to I make being a couch potato an art.
That is awesome. Look at Kat. Look how beautiful she is.
Yes.
She's wearing her olive green shirt.
So she is.
And she's going to help us out today.
Thank you.
Yeah, we had some people that couldn't be here today, and so we
I
are
see
going
the
to
empty
make
seats.
this a very different show today. So it's not going to be all about music talent and music being on the show. We're going to play videos, and we're going to talk about your business and fun.
How to make all the wonderful music you love better in your home.
There you go. So let's talk about that.
Okay.
We'll just roll right into it.
Where do we start? What do you want to know?
And I am bad today, actually, because I need to send the pictures. Where do we want to start? What is the name of your business?
BTZ Audio Video.
Okay. And where can people find you?
That real easily. I come to you. It's a different kind of a business model. I don't do a retail storefront. I just you have a visualization in your living room and all over your house, whatever you want, your business, and you find me on the internet. I come out, we talk about it, and we figure it out, and we get it done.
Well, what exactly do you do? So why don't you give me the whole realm from
Well, let's
A to
see.
Z? Because I've seen it myself,
Right.
but nobody else knows what you do.
Well, I mean, we'll do everything from complete smart home automation in your any building you give me. So in your home is probably more popular than anything. So by the time I'm done with you, if you let me, you'll have an app.
if we let you.
You'll have an app controlling all your AV in your house, all your lighting, all your locks, all your temperature control, pretty much anything I could think of. I can, maybe even make the bed vibrate by a remote control if you.
Wow, the vibrating bed.
Make your standard bed vibrate. How about that?
Wow.
Actually, now that I think about it, I actually can do that pretty easily.
Really? Mm-hmm. Do you have a vibrating bed at home?
No, I'm too tired at the end of the day.
Okay, so
When the dog's up on the bed going like this, yeah. It's
so
vibrating.
that makes it vibrate.
It vibrates.
So
yeah.
when the dog's humping away at your pillow.
No, scratching.
Oh,
himself,
scratching. It
himself.
wasn't humping.
It wasn't humping.
This.
That's downstairs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Who humps downstairs?
My dogs, apparently.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? I should have asked you to bring your bass because you do play.
I do well when I don't have carpal tunnel acting up. I have three actually. Three.
Yeah, the
basses.
fretless bass, which I had never seen before.
That one's fun. That
Yeah.
one's fun. All I can seem to do is make noises on it. So, Ty Weatherly out there, don't laugh at me. He's a great bass player.
Yes, he is. And we'll talk about that in a minute. I want to go ahead and get your stuff about your business. So people can find you on the internet. You have a Facebook page.
I have two actually, and I have a website I just redid, just btzaudiovideo.com.
Okay. And your Facebook.
Same. I had a Austin location that I'm still dabbling in, and they have their own Facebook, but we sort of combined them. So you'll end up at one or the other. They're both very descriptive and pretty much tell you the same thing.
Very cool.
And I'm on many other directories around the internet. So
Phone number.
972-234-9292.
Wow, you have like a radio voice too.
Oh.
Say that again.
You want the Barry White version?
Go ahead.
972-234-9292.
Awesome. Okay, so you range from different types of stuff. I know that audio visual can mean lots of things. Okay, so let's break it down like Julie Brown.
Okay, well, I'll pick one of my favorite customers out in my mind, and we'll do everything. In her house, we took a great big giant living room with like a great room because it's like vaulted ceiling and everything. We custom fit a brand new OLED TV. It's a top of the line technology you can get in home televisions right now. And we outfitted essentially, because it's bookshelves all over the room, all over that wall. We basically hid 5 speakers in her bookshelves. You can't even see them unless you're looking for them. And put 2 speakers in the back. Hid a subwoofer under a table that you also, unless you're looking for it, you can't see. The whole place is filled up with a Dolby Atmos sound. We added Wi-Fi music all in about 8 different zones of the house, so you can pretty much open up your phone, listen to Pandora, share the same stream in 8 different places in the house or whatever. Everybody can have their own zone, however you want to do that. Whatever you're listening to, say in one of the kids' rooms, let's say they're watching TV and they're playing it through their sound bar, the parent can listen to what's going, just push a button and hear what's playing on their stereo in their room. In a different zone of the house.
It keeps us parents abreast of what's going on
That's right.
with our children.
That's exactly
and what
right.
are they listening to?
Exactly. Or, watching and listening.
Watching and listening. Yeah, because you do install cameras, like security cameras.
We do camera systems. That goes along with this. It falls right into the same category. We also do, we don't have to go too crazy. A lot of people want to go the other direction. So let's say they get a huge cable bill that they just aren't using anymore, cable TV, and they want to do what's called cutting the cord. We'll do a ton of antennas for people.
Hey, Shinedown did a song, Cut the Cord.
Did they?
Yeah.
Did they? Well, we'll get to that in a minute.
Okay. Music just pops in my head frequently.
Me too. But so we'll get somebody who just, they've got 4 TVs in their house and they're watching Channel 5 all the time. Why pay DirecTV if all you're watching is local TV, for instance, right? So we'll put an antenna on their house. We'll change everything up, make sure that's all working. We can do recorders. We can do streaming services. We can do all that kind of stuff where you don't have a bill anymore and you have all the TV you could possibly imagine.
That is awesome. Kat, we doing okay over there?
Yeah. Hey, by the way, I'm here.
Yes.
Hi, everybody.
Camera on you.
Yes, I'm getting there.
Okay.
Totally.
Yes.
Good show today, guys. By the way, hey, Miles.
Hey.
This is Kat, our engineer. I'm sure you guys met. And Kat, feel free, if you find any kind of cool little drops that you want to drop and show us your talent.
Totally. I got you.
Right. We love Kat.
Okay.
I love you.
Okay.
Well, I just met her.
Why do you got to be so vanilla?
Vanilla.
What?
Hey, Miles, you're slouching over there.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm getting comfortable.
Sit up straight. This is Mom speaking over here. It's bad for your back.
I know, but I'm waiting for you guys to get on with it. So, right?
Get on with it.
Get on. What do you
Is
want
that
us to do?
I was totally just kidding with you.
Well, I actually feel more upright now. So,
Well, we have some people that are messaging here and people who are watching. Garrett
hi, Garrett.
Walker. Do you know him or? Okay, he must be on mine. Lou. Hi, Lou. Dawn. Reagan Walton. Haley Jackson. Chris Osborne. Kevin Chetfield. Hey, Scott Bond and Tony Miller. God, be a little bit more peppy.
I'm listening.
Peppy. Show us your humor, too.
Right. Well, I'm not aware of these people, so.
Well, I didn't know if they were coming from your Facebook, too, because
Well, they
I
could be.
started-
I've got
and I-
a lot of people that we just sort of became friends, and then that was the end of it, right? Don't we all have a few of those?
Yes, and we also have mutual friends together. That's actually how we met,
That's
through
right.
Dana. And prayers are out to her for her dad and herself.
Right. She's been dealing with that for a long time.
Right. I do have some pictures here, and feel free to send more, because I only have a few.
Oh, all right. Well, let me turn my phone back on. I was trying not to. My phone tends to just keep on ringing, so
Because that's all work.
because the marketing seems to be working. Give it a second. It's a very old iPhone.
What kind of iPhone do you have?
This is a 7. Actually, it's more like a 6.5 now, but.
I actually recognize one of these pictures, actually.
Well, guess what? I have an Android that barely works. You're
Yeah.
a lucky dog.
I'm still stuck at the moment. See,
Oh,
there
that
you go.
happens to me on a daily basis. Except it doesn't have the pretty apple on it.
right? Okay, so I took some pictures recently of like before and after. Oh yeah, and then we'll also do some stuff like we'll pre-wire. I did a big pre-wire out in Azle. Met a new custom builder, and he hired us to do a custom build. So it's a 3,000 square foot house, not a super huge house, but basically he makes me think of every possibility of going on, and I put the wires in a frame of a house and the box where it's all meets and all that kind of stuff, and then hopefully I'll get to put in all the equipment.
Very cool.
Right.
So we have some pictures coming up, and you can let our viewers, and us, of course, educate us on what they are. And while we're waiting for those to get loaded up,
Where do I see these pictures?
You need to get grammar.
severe
That wasn't-
weather.
that
We have
wasn't me.
severe weather coming Saturday, by the way,
As a student,
and
I like
flood
that
warning too.
actually is correct.
Have you floated? Has your backyard flooded yet?
Several times.
So did we.
Several
Like I was
times.
building an ark.
Yes.
Seriously.
I thought that was my
Catches
joke.
all
I was
Okay.
going to go fishing because Noah wanted to join me.
Well, my dogs wanted to eat the slugs in the backyard that came up, and that's just gross.
Slugs.
I'm telling they come out of the ground by the tree, and there's this pond just comes up.
I downloaded Grammarly around my freshman year. 'cause I
Are they
was just
big
horrible
slugs,
type.
little
I
slugs,
don't know. I'm
tiny
not out there.
slugs?
They're out there in the rain doing their,
Slithering, slothy lugs, slugs,
like what he's
slugs.
doing over there.
Errors when it's your first impression.
I use Grammarly for important emails.
Hey,
social
Jansen.
media posts, which there are a
That's my
lot
boo,
of.
by the way.
No, he is.
He's the one that always buys me the cool Star Wars leggings and in the morning I'm like, hey, how's this look? And he's like, oh, those colors don't go good. Man, he's got my back. Always.
Yes,
That's my
he
boo.
does. They go together like peanut butter and jelly.
Grammarly.com.
Very good.
That's true.
He's her smoke to her high.
Gotcha.
Hey.
Gotcha.
And there's actually a song in there. I got that from a song. Did we get those pictures?
Well, I'm just looking at what's in my phone. So.
Oh, hey, is that like your employee, good old Neil Dunlap?
Yes, there's old Neil. Hey, Neil, get
Yeah.
back to work. You don't have time for this. You should be working.
I nicknamed him Guido when he helped me on a. So I had to tell you the story, or did
Okay.
I already tell you?
Probably, but go ahead.
But we'll tell our viewers. So Thanksgiving, it's a long story, but I'm gonna make it and consolidate it, so you don't get bored. I was helping these homeless people that I had met on the lake, and they were actually living on the lake camping, because they had nowhere to go.
Mm-hmm.
They have showers there. They can go to the bathroom there. They can campfire. Excuse me, my nose itches. Okay, it's the allergy thing.
Zyrtec.
Yeah.
No, I was
Zyrtec.
dying last night. Like, I even broke out in hives, and I was like not able to breathe. Oh,
Seriously,
girl, it's been bad.
God, allergies. It's like I want to live in a state that they don't have them, and apparently, juniper.
Well, North Texas is not that place.
Oh, I know. I think a majority of all the states, except maybe one, doesn't have the juniper, which is that juniper that
I'm mountain cedar.
whatever it is.
I'm everything, and I'm not even joking. I got an allergy test when I was a kid, and I was allergic to every single pollen, grass, weed, plant, and tree in the state of Texas.
You need to
Oh
move to-
my
you need to
God!
move
Hey,
to
where are
Phoenix.
you? You're not.
I actually just need to be in a bubble.
Your
Well,
camera.
One of those
Desert.
bubble boys.
Your camera's not on, dear. Is it?
Yeah, it is.
I don't see you.
Grr. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, so I have this I have a before and after picture of something we did recently, something small somebody hired us to do.
Okay, send it to me and I'll send it to her. I'm going to finish telling my story. She's got those
okay.
pictures uploaded.
Okay.
Okay. So I was helping out these homeless people and I gave them a job to do my floor. By the way, if there's anybody who knows how to do flooring and wants to help me, because it's like still not completed yet. He was not doing a good job and I just paid him. I didn't pay him the full amount because I had him stop. And, but I did pay him, was trying to help him. I had cameras in my house. Anyways, had them over for Thanksgiving because they had nowhere to go. She has 3 kids that live with her ex. Well, it's not even her ex-husband. She's still married. And they decided to steal from me.
Oh.
And
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah. I've got video footage of it. I could probably just send it to you on a YouTube link. And I'll probably go find it. Yeah.
Like
I'll blast them on.
You are helping someone and then they decide to rob you.
Exactly. It was in my garage, right? Like I saw like this whole thing go down. It was terrible. I mean, it's like who does that? And you know, I gave them all my food to even take with them, and had I mean, we had a great time. They took all the food and all the desserts, and they stole from me. And they actually stole from me within 30 minutes of coming into my house. Wow! Thank you, cameras.
Right.
Police department didn't want to do anything. And they said, if you get your stuff back, it isn't going to make you feel whole again. Dude, I'm not wanting to feel whole again. Okay?
These are the police that told you that?
Yes.
What are they trying to save?
The police.
Are they trying to save you?
No.
From yourself?
I have no idea. But I mean, I had the video to prove, all of their actions. Like she came in with an empty purse and she, put the purse out in the garage for hours, and then she brought it in.
Right.
When they were fixing to leave, you can see her taking all the stuff out of her purse, trying to rearrange because there was she only had like a shirt and maybe some cigarettes. But I think that they had planned on stealing something because they had this big ass purse. And you can see her walking in my house going like this with the purse,
Right.
And she puts it down and then I guess he figured out he was going to steal my car stereo that was outside in the box, brand new. And the only reason why it was outside was because it was going to be put into my truck.
Right.
And it hadn't happened. And when we first got there, we were trying to figure out what was going on with my garage door. We couldn't get it to close. So he was in my garage. He comes in there. They know I have audio. So they're like, they go outside to smoke a cigarette and they're conspiring. And I mean, like literally, I labeled all the video of everything. Then when the police said that to me, I was like, I'm going to have to get my own shit. So I called Neil. Okay. I was like, dude, I need Guido.
Break
He
some
looks like Guido.
kneecaps
I don't
over there.
Yeah. He looked like he could break some kneecaps.
His own.
Yeah, I'm sure. So anyways, he ends up coming to my house because I needed backup.
Right.
And we went. And not only did I find my stuff, I mean, I videotaped it. We figured out who had it, how much he sold it for. I saw my own stereo because I had everything, all of the serial numbers. It all matched. Called the police, had the police come out there. They talked to them. And then as we were doing all this, they went over to where they were apparently staying. Mm-hmm. And got a confession. So each other blamed each other. It doesn't matter. So I'm going to have a warrant out for the arrest for both of them. I could care less if it's 2 weeks that they're in jail. It wasn't that I was going to feel whole. It was the principle. You don't steal from somebody who's helping. You don't steal,
Right.
period. It's wrong.
But much less somebody who's trying to make your life better. I mean, that's so jacked up.
Very, extremely. And this goes to, okay, so I'm going to ask you guys this. Okay.
I'm listening.
And I have my own opinion. Okay. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to say it after you guys say yours. Okay. If you were homeless, or let's say unfortunate, and you couldn't afford food because you had no money, mm-hmm. and you had to feed yourself and your family, mm-hmm. okay, would you go into a store and steal to feed yourself and your family? Let's go ahead and go with Miles first.
No.
Okay.
No, if I
I
could-
just want the no.
Oh, okay. No.
I'll get your reasoning in a second.
Okay.
What about you, Kat?
Yes.
She says yes.
Honestly, I would.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you your reasoning because mine is no, like Miles, and I'll tell you why. Okay. I want to hear your reasoning.
Now, is this from like corporate stores? Because I mean,
This is food. This is food. This isn't go into
running-
Macy's and go steal some
you
shit.
run into Tom Thumb
Yeah.
and you hit the bakery and then you run out the door. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, if it's like a mom and pop, no, because I have more moral than that. But
Nonetheless, you would steal from,
Cool.
like, say, a Tom Thumb, Brookshire.
yeah, Walmart, anything like that. But if I have starving children and I know that they need nutrition, they need food, I'll do pretty close to anything for them.
Okay.
I will. I'm going to feed my babies.
I understand. I'm going to
I
go
mean-
ahead and tell you why I wouldn't. And then I'm hoping your answer won't be the same as mine, but it probably will because I think we think alike.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Okay. My thought process of it is stealing is wrong, regardless of anything. Okay? It's something regardless. A police officer in the court of law doesn't give a damn. They are all about making their money. They don't care that you're trying to feed your children.
Well, I wouldn't say they don't care. That's just not part of their job.
They don't care. I'm so over the whole
Okay.
how our bodies of government works. It's not even funny because I'm a free thinker. But why wouldn't I steal? Kristen, why wouldn't you steal? Because, one, the state does provide us with food stamps. And, of course, you, with your starving children and no money because you lost your job, would qualify. Secondly, if you're a good person like Kat or myself, we have tons of friends, family that would take us in and give us food, right? And even if we were just so stubborn we didn't want to ask them, and what I'm so good about doing is I barter. I would rather say, hey, I will pluck your weeds if you can buy me some groceries.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
That is my thought process.
Yeah.
Miles?
You're absolutely correct. Yeah. Pretty much, yeah, there's government programs, there's shelters, there's enough places out there where you might not get Fogo de Chao for dinner, but
Yeah. At least you got you some bread and
you've got bread,
Yeah.
you've got some peanut butter, you've got
Yeah.
whatever it is you need, maybe a McDonald's, whatever.
Yeah.
Just something where you made it to the next day.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's at the moment that is all you got. That's all you got.
God,
At least
make
it's
me
something.
feel like a piece of shit now.
But see, I'm all about solutions.
Right.
So it's your mind thinking because probably about 10, 15 years ago, well, I'd probably say 10, maybe 12. I probably would have thought the same way. I'll do anything for my kids. I protect the one thing I will do is I would kill for my kids. If somebody came into my home and they were going to kill me and my kids, I am going to protect them. And I would have no problem shooting them in the face.
Of course not.
Okay?
Yeah, and of course
Now,
not.
would I just go shoot somebody for shits and giggles? Absolutely not, because that's breaking the law. And just like Judas
You
Priest,
mean like
breaking the law, breaking the
You
law.
mean like Taken 4, Kristen's?
What do you mean?
Have you ever seen the Taken movies where he's got to
No.
overcome all that stuff?
And,
So
and he
they-
hunts that dude down.
several times.
Man.
Yes. Yeah, it's very entertaining, but it makes you wonder what would I do in that situation if I was put in that
Mm-hmm.
situation? Would I be able to follow through with it? Would I, or would I just let the other guy take over? So
Yeah, it's just like if somebody was breaking into my house, if I was walking on the street and somebody was going to hurt me and my children for protection only, that's when I
Sure.
would go crazy.
Well, yeah, sure, and you're protected by the law from that anyway. I mean,
Yep, it's the castle doctrine.
You might have to spend the night in jail, or go through some motions, but nonetheless, you're not getting in trouble for it.
Yeah, it was really sad. I think there was because I watched those. And I'm like, you guys talking to me about all these movies, and I'm like, oh, what movie's that? Because I don't watch a whole lot of movies. I need to. I want to go to the Coyote Inn, the one in Louisville. Have you been?
I have not. No, I have a new toy that keeps me from going to movie theaters.
What's that?
It's called a SkyStream.
What is that?
It's like a Roku on steroids.
What? What do you
what?
mean on
Tell
steroids?
all.
Okay, so you buy this box. It's about this big.
And I'm sure you're the one that rigged it all up, right?
No, it's just you plug it in. This is one of those cut the cord deals. So you buy one of these boxes and you plug it into the internet, preferably Ethernet, so you don't have any problems. And you can watch literally anything you want. Well, I found out except for SEC football station. That's about the only channel I've been stumped by the same station twice. But other than that, you can watch anything you want,
CNN?
except and local.
But do you have to pay more money by subscribing, like Hulu? Like you have to buy this shit, and I'm like, what?
You don't have to subscribe.
Like-
you just buy the piece of equipment, you hook it up, and you finish. That's
So,
it.
but
How much is the equipment? Oh, sorry.
no, you're good. Does it stream from your internet? Like you can
Yeah.
watch YouTube, CNN.
Yes. Try and stump me. Bring it on.
Yeah, Netflix, all
Netflix
of that.
original shows, absolutely. You don't
Okay.
you wouldn't even need your Netflix subscription anymore. Not that that's expensive, but you certainly wouldn't need cable.
Wow, I
And yes,
need
if
that
you're
info.
if you're wondering, yes, it's legal because it's pulling from hundreds of servers at once, not just one or two servers, and you can't record on it.
Oh, that's
But really, you don't need a recorder
Yeah.
because if you're stuck on, name me a show. Give me a show that's on.
What am I watching?
I give you one. I had a customer that watched Days of Our Lives.
Oh, stop it.
Right. So how far?
We
how
are
many years-
watching
How many
Days
years does that go back? Right.
Oh
More
my
than all of
gosh.
us.
Wow.
You can go back 30 years on this thing and get to whatever episode you want.
How amazing!
Pretty cool.
I need the info for that after this show because me and Jansen, we're cord cutters. We already do it. The only thing that we
Cord cutters. What are cord cutters?
I just got through.
you don't pay for cable.
Okay, that's okay. Well, I mean, you're talking around it, but it was just all I needed
Cut
was
the cord. Remember you referenced a song earlier.
yes. But
Good to hear.
and if you just said I don't pay for cable, I steal my neighbor's fucking internet. I can.
Well, there's a lot of that around too, but yeah, like I said, it works better with the Ethernet.
Wow, cool. All right.
Yeah, I don't want to pay for cable anymore because they rip you off. Matter of fact, I have to call my cable company or they're going to jack me up to $115
Well,
for
you're
less
perfect.
than basic. I have less than basic.
Cut that cord,
You're
baby.
perfect
Cut the
example
cord.
of what our customers are. Then.
Okay, how much does this Roku shit work? I mean, how much?
Well, it's not
does it cost?
Roku, but
Okay.
if I do it installed, it's $350 plus tax.
So you have to install.
Well, I don't have to install it, but I know that there's a lot of updating you have to do, and when you get it out of the box, you're going to be lost without any help. So it's easier, and it's a whole world. It's once you get into one of these boxes.
Hey Neil, you want to help me out?
He's the first person to tell you he's got one too, and he's like, I don't know how I'd live with this out.
So do you pay for this monthly or is it just a one-time
No.
fee?
the box?
My goodness.
The company must be making money just off the box.
Yeah.
Because there obviously is no monthly charge. So yeah, you just go with it. You need one.
And
of
you
each
have no
TV.
cable.
No cable, just internet charge.
All right. So okay, do you have cable?
No, girl, no.
Okay.
We cut that cord 6 years ago.
Okay. So do you watch like cable stuff? Do you have a Fire Stick?
No, we do watch cable stuff. We have a so in our living room, our entertainment system is just basically a computer. We download all of our whatever. We have Netflix. Go to the Pirate Bay. Shout out to the Pirate Bay.
Pirate Bay.
Bet you don't know what that is, Kristen.
I thought it was a bottle of rum, but whatever.
I know what.
No.
What is Orange is the New Black?
That's on Netflix. The Pirate Bay is actually a website where you go and download new movies,
Oh, I gotcha.
shows, that sort of stuff.
It's a server.
Yeah,
An online
it's
server.
a server where everybody records things and uploads, and people share it and etc. But so yeah, we have basically an internet service in our living room, and then in the bedroom we have a streaming box. I don't remember what it's called. It's so crappy. It's not even good enough as Roku. But however, that little jigamabob that you're talking about, that sounds like a good deal.
And what's
'cause-
really cool too
So you
is
get everything.
you get more than that because you get.
Go
when-
go
when you
ahead and
pull-
spill the beans.
When you pull,
here's a
when you-
dreamsicle, by the way.
One of the two apps that make it unique is got pretty much all the U.S. stations, Canada, Western Europe. On there, so if you're Italian and you want to watch Air Italia, you can watch all the BBC.
Oh wow! Maybe I can learn some Italian.
Well, you definitely would if you watch that.
Yeah.
So you can watch pretty much anything you want.
This tastes like a dreamsicle from my childhood.
Told you.
Well, that was just the other day.
Hey, come on now. How old do you think I am? Guessing game.
Okay, 24.
Okay, well, look at him.
Look at him.
I mean, I'm 23, almost 24. Close
I
enough.
always wanted teddy bear at Six Flags on that one over by the tower.
Did you really? She
Every
should
time.
have
I always
worked
went.
there.
Yeah, well, no. Thank you. You know what they get paid over there? No thanks.
How much do you think they get paid?
Oh, like minimum wage.
$9 actually.
Yeah,
I have a friend who's
Close to
a
it.
sound engineer for the concerts that they have going on up at the front. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
He makes $9, $9.25, I think.
But he gets to ride all the rides whenever he wants, right?
I think so.
I would hope.
I'm not sure.
It comes with a year pass.
Yeah, so
Season
I hope he gets something like that. But yeah, he was telling me the other day, and I'm just
Employee
like,
benefits. With your big old $9 an hour.
Right?
Yeah, you can't live on your own with $9 an hour without a roommate.
So look,
Still,
back
even then.
back
even
to the
you
webcam.
need more than that. Yep.
You install those, right?
Webcam.
Or what is it?
Streaming box.
Sounds like a webcam and a
Streaming box.
streaming box. Those are two different. Because now I thought we were about to get into let's do sex cam.
Well, she's getting. Speaking of that, she's getting excited over there. I can tell.
Hey, no, I thought you said you installed like video cameras or
Yeah, like for
Oh.
secure for your house.
You do?
Yeah, so if you want to look at people walking up and to make sure your packages don't get stolen off your
Yeah.
door, no problem.
Yeah,
Cool.
like Ring or the
We
Nest.
do Ring, and then I do a fancy one called Doorbird.
Okay, so
Doorbird.
you do all of them, any of them that
Pretty
people
much.
request. Okay, that's cool. I thought it was just kind of like your own thing, but
No, I'm a
You
dealer. I'm basically a competitor of say.
You're
I
a
don't know,
Are you resell this stuff too or no?
Yeah, I'm a dealer for everything I carry.
You're a dealer.
So, well, not that kind of dealer, but that's after the show's over. No, well, I guess you could say I'm competitive with Magnolia, or I'm competitive with Star Power, I'm competitive with Modi, or something like
Wow.
that. But without the snotty showroom and the attitude.
Wow, that's pretty awesome.
yeah, you're the guy to go to then.
Well,
Yes.
basically, and then you don't have to. If you a lot of people go in when they want to do this, they have the visualization of what they want to do in their house, but then you walk into and you see a mountain of TVs and you see shelf after shelf of receiver, and you don't have a clue which one you need, and you don't know how to listen to speakers properly. I basically walk that whole thing with you in the comfort of your living room, or the room that we're talking about.
Can we talk about like any of the jobs that you did? I mean, we don't have to say the name of the company, but
Oh, the customer, you mean? Well, they're residential, so
no. Because I was just thinking because it just popped in my head like Mary Poppins.
okay.
I know you think I'm a geek, but you know what? I've got to humor
not a
me.
different word,
Humor
but
me. I'm struggling today.
That's okay. Yeah, well,
Okay.
it's really busy out there today. Abnormally busy down outside. And you had a wreck, you said. So
I didn't have a. Well, there was a wreck.
went by a wreck. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get into a wreck.
You are a wreck.
Ah.
A beautiful mess.
Okay. She's cleaning it up.
I cleaned it up well.
You do.
Dry the dry elbows.
Oh yeah. Well, that's psoriasis. Actually, that's not dry elbows, but
It's what?
psoriasis.
Oh.
It's all right.
Well, Christy sat there and text messaged me. I'll read that later because she was supposed to call me because I'm supposed to do some good stuff with her. Okay. So,
So I sent you some pictures.
and I'm going to get those.
Okay.
The car wash, that's the bar. You did that.
I did that one. Yeah.
Okay.
It's you want me to just run down what we did?
Yes, because that was a big job, wasn't
It was a pretty big job. We did cameras all over the place. We did a really cool sound system in there. Hung all, did all the TVs. Yep. It's pretty much like doing a sports bar with a patio, but it was actually a car wash.
I know. You sit there and have your car washed and you can get lit.
Pretty much. Yeah. Well,
Whoa.
you're not there that long, but
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. It's really nice.
Wow. Have you guys seen that car wash. It was going around on Reddit a couple weeks ago. They have like this cannon inside for kids to shoot soap at the cars while it's being washed.
No.
I'm like, where was that at when
Right.
my dad would spend an hour at the car wash?
Right now, it's see how much you can spend on overpriced
Yeah.
things for your car, like making them smell better.
Hey, I just want to say real quick, we have our number scrolling at the bottom of the screen. If anybody wants to call in.
Yeah, with some tech questions
Yeah.
about this internet stuff. Go ahead and tell everybody what our phone number is.
Cool. It's 469-708-8609. And someone please give us a call.
Brighten our day with some questions. We have pictures, so I just sent them to you. And then I sent a video.
Yeah, did you get that video? Mm-hmm. Okay, that one was pretty cool.
You did a church?
Oh, I've done several churches. That one was just recent in Louisville, and the old pictures, I think, was the last pictures. It had two old nasty screens hanging from these arms coming off the corners of the pulpit. Mm-hmm. At the end of these arms were an old office projector. Apparently, they've been living with that for 20 years. So by the time I was done, we put two 86-inch TVs hanging from there instead.
That is amazing.
Those are 86-inch TVs. That was
86. It looked teeny weeny.
A little. It was a big church. A little
Yeah, I can
nerve-wracking trying to hang one of those. Not that they're not that heavy with three of us doing it. It's just so big you can't see what you're doing.
Was that the video that you sent me or a picture?
No, those are pictures.
I sent you pictures. Did you get the pictures?
Just
I did.
Some befores and afters.
And so he's going to go through each one of the pictures, and then there's I guess a little movie. I don't know what the movie is.
The movie was just a film of us, an end result of a unique thing we did. This guy wanted to take. He's got like an old 80s house or 70s house, I guess, in North Dallas. And you walk in, and it's got the small foyer, the tile foyer, and it's got the sunken front formal living room. Well, basically, that's kind of an office for him with a bunch of desks and stuff in there. So what we did was the wall that mirror is hanging on is a bedroom. So we put a projector on a shelf, just a plain old shelf on the other side of the wall. And when you start the system up, the mirror comes down, the projector turns on, and it's sitting on the shelf shining through the wall. And then when you shut the system off.
Yeah, that's the one I told you. I said, one of these look familiar. It's that projector.
Did you see that one?
Yes, because it was in the front. When they walked in, it was right there. And
On
then
the right.
they had the living room. And so it projected into that little second.
It's big. It was a 150-inch screen, too. He didn't even do a screen. That's why I didn't bother turning the camera onto the screen.
wall, right?
I call that dude Fabio.
So let me ask, when you have a projector that big, that far away, it doesn't distort the image or...
Yeah, good
Well, like I said,
question, Kat.
It does if it's too far away, but it wasn't too far away. It was probably 25 feet from the wall.
So
maybe
it
20
looks
feet.
just like a normal HD...
Now, he needed a screen.
Hey, Neil,
He wanted to buy a screen.
Now, a kind like just a fabric sheet?
No.
Or...
No, we have screen companies like Stewart and Screen Innovations and Dragonfly, and they make different screens. And if right down to almost microscopic levels, you can see the equivalent of a pixel on a television that's ridged and turned a certain way. And there's of course 4 million of them on any given screen.
Wow.
Okay, so the screen material is just as important as the projector. So if I don't need a screen, I'll just run it on the wall. Okay, hillbilly, you go ahead and do that. So for anybody listening out there, you need to be smacked.
Wow. See, that's what I thought. You could just do it on your wall.
Hillbilly. So
that's
no,
a redneck.
very redneck. If you can't afford the
In
screen,
the great
step down
state
the
of
projector
Texas.
and then get the screen.
Listen,
So-
I'm not a redneck. I'm a redskin, okay?
Okay. Where are you
Is that
from, Miles?
Is that
are
a
you
football
from?
thing, or is that a?
No, no. It's a derogatory word
You're
for Native American.
Gotcha.
Neil's watching, and he said he did that church, by the way.
Yes, he did. He was the lead tech on that church.
Okay, so we do have pictures. Let's go ahead and pull up those pictures.
Okie dokie.
Is that the church?
Whatever you sent me, yeah.
Well, I sent you 3 different jobs.
So the first one that we have is
There should be an ugly little box with stuff hanging out of it.
with all the cords.
Yeah.
Somebody call in, please. 469-708-8609. Give us some questions.
That
Poke
was-
our minds.
That was when we got hired for recently. Just that's all they wanted us to do was clean this box up, and with everything they were trying to do, there just wasn't enough room in it. That's what someone who does shoddy work that pre-wires houses leaves. That's how they leave it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Wow.
so what they had us do is basically come in and figure out a way to make it better. So we took that box out. It's about 14-inch box that they had. Okay, and I put in a 20.
Can you see that you can't see these pictures? You don't have your phone on.
It's all right. I know what I sent you.
Can you see him right here?
No, I sent her.
That's different.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I took pictures myself. So this is the first round of
Okay.
pictures that I sent her.
That's a job. That's one of the biggest jobs I ever did. That was we pre-wired a 12,000 square foot concrete house.
Wow.
Not wooden frame.
Good
concrete.
grief.
I heard you say concrete. The tornadoes will not blow it down, folks.
And when you set your temperature in it, it stays that temperature. You can turn the AC off for a couple of days, even in July heat. And once it reaches
Energy efficient.
extremely, but it was really expensive. But that's what it looked like in the basement from where all the distribution was. So we would connect to all the different locations in the house.
Wow.
So
Okay.
there's several racks of gear that plug into it.
Now
What's that?
this beautiful thing, whoever's
Oh,
beautiful
yeah.
living room that is.
He's moved away from there. We did that, and then there's another room in that house that we did. It has all the media in it, but that was sort of the formal living room, and we cleaned that up too.
Is it this one right here?
Which one?
That is that
No,
one.
that's the mirrored. That's with the projector behind. That if you hit go, that should be the movie.
Oh, we have a movie too. That's a picture.
That's a picture of
Yeah.
the movie version.
And
of
then
that. You
there's
can watch
also-
it slide down.
That projector.
Yep.
Love it.
Yep.
Okay.
I love projectors.
So we have the movie too.
Hey, 4K projectors are coming down for anybody who's interested in one of those.
What are those?
Well, you know what a 4K TV is? Okay. So you ever heard the expression 1080p?
Nope.
Never heard that either.
Nope.
Yeah, you
Wow,
know-
Chris.
Wait.
You live under a rock?
It's basically a
There's
measurement.
1080 and then there's another one, and
There's
that's like
720.
yes,
1080p.
right.
So 4K is actually in the consumer
it's
world
like it's
is
for
incorrect.
TV sets, yeah.
It's how many lines are going this way, how many lines are going that way.
Okay, whatever.
All right.
Yeah.
So the more the lines, the finer the picture. If you originate that same amount, like have a Blu-ray player or something that makes a 4K picture, it's really not right. 4K is a commercial setting. It should be called 2160p as opposed to, which is double 1080p. So all those Blu-ray quality is 1080p. So imagine one that can perform twice as much as Blu-ray. So it's pretty much better than Vision.
Oh, I gotcha.
Wow.
Right. So, but that's a lot of information traveling through a cable.
No joke.
So but that means I've been doing a lot more fiber optic runs in people's houses because we're only going to get to 8K and 16K, and it's just going to get, infinite.
Yeah, that's another thing about internet. So you told me you did internet stuff too.
We do networks. Uh-huh.
Okay, oh my God. Like I got the cheapest, bare ass minimum, slowest internet speed.
On purpose?
I can't afford $65, $70 a month for fucking internet. I just want,
You need a better job.
I know.
That's another conversation.
Yeah, we won't go there. But I mean, seriously, I have to keep my bills down to bare ass minimum, and it does make a difference but it sucks because what they do is they do the bait and switch shit on you. So it's like they go, and we don't have where I'm at. It's very limited where I can go anyways. Like I can't get AT&T Uverse,
You don't want it anyway. It's okay.
so I'm not missing out on anything.
You're not missing a thing except aggravation.
So I have Grande Communications.
Okay. That means you're in a neighborhood that won't let you get anything else, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So they do the bait and switch and give you the fastest internet for $25 for a whole year, and then they switch.
Do you know what your download speed's supposed to be?
Super slow like a turtle. If you're asking me for numbers, I can't provide those for you.
Well, I know Spectrum, which is pretty much now the cable company.
Yeah,
right?
my next door neighbor works for Spectrum. I wonder if he gets it.
Well, it's 100 down. If you do standalone internet with them, unless they're doing some promo. Oh, I think I did see a promo. I don't know if it's going on right now, but normally it was $70 a month for 100 down. which is pretty fast. They don't do equivalent speed up, so it's 100 megabytes per second down, which is pretty fast for most people. If you've got a family of 4 and they're teenagers and they're watching videos on their phones, 100 take care of everybody. The nerdy people will get 300 for
Nerdy people.
They can get 300 down for 85 a month, which is a lot. But strangely enough, you would think the fiber companies are better because they're fiber and they have sort of basically over copper, they have infinite amount of data in the future that they could be sending down the pike to you. Mm-hmm. But they have, I don't know, if you can get, I think Frontier does okay, but AT&T, I just kind of shake my head and do one of these things like on our phone icons. Every time I walk in and see AT&T, it's like, oh.
Well, that sucks that you're not an internet provider. You just
that does suck. I've had people ask me if I did, but I do everything else. I can make your network just perfect, except for the internet quality. I don't have any control over that, but I can make your network awesome
and kick ass, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and go through some of these pictures.
Yeah, let's do it.
I can't see, so
I'll show you. I promise.
oh,
You can go to your Facebook.
My Facebook.
Here. Check it out.
I'd see it over there.
So this is the church.
Where?
Well, when my
That's
mouth
another one.
works.
Fast.
We got the stage right here. Right? I'm
Yeah,
assuming.
is that the one with the screens or the 86-inch TVs? Do they have the little hook arm sticking out the front of them?
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah.
And they have the old school shape screens hanging by a string over the back of them.
Wow.
That's how they ran for 20 years.
Wow.
And I'm impressed that it ran that long.
Yeah, no joke.
But yeah, when they do that's one of the 86 inches.
That sure is a pretty church.
Yeah.
I had to say that. Sorry.
On the inside.
Oh, I see. With the that's cool. The little
that's what they used to
projector.
have, but we were like, no, come on now, because they leave all the lights on. It's Sunday morning, all there's windows,
Yeah.
so you can't.
Were they
it's all
stained
washed
glass?
Wow.
out. No.
And then that
That looks like a painting.
Yeah, whatever we were running on it, it was it looked very colorful. So we
I
made
think
sure to do that,
I
take
think
the
it
picture.
looks like the middle of a flower.
wow.
There's
Oh, there's that box. That's what you were talking about.
We were running one of the 4K promos on YouTube that you can just sit and play 4K video for 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's a
Wow.
flower. Look.
Yeah.
I was right. I know my flowers. That's where it pollinates.
Oh, that looks so much better. Look at that. Wow.
And then now I'm standing in front of the DJ booth taking pictures.
Hey, what's that little
and there's
box?
a bunch of there's a stack of gear that we replaced in there too. So.
Wow.
Is that it right there?
What?
What's this box?
Oh, the previous picture that I showed?
No. I got that. This one here.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
that should be that's sideways.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oops.
You should turn it to the.
Is that right?
No, it's like turn it 90 degrees. There you go.
Like that?
Do you have the other picture behind it or
Yeah.
something? Oh, okay. I don't remember that. Being like that. Okay, that's the after.
Wow.
Remember the one that had all the stuff hanging out of
Yeah.
it? That's the before.
Wow.
So that's all the same equipment, just done the way it should have been.
Man, cool. And so we showed that one, that one.
Those are all pretty recent ones that I still had on my phone.
That's our video. Do you want to show the video?
Yes.
Show the
Let's
video
do
because that
that.
is pretty slick.
Cool. What is that noise?
Oh, that's just talking in the background.
Oh, look, it's coming down. Oh, that's so cool.
Isn't that slick?
I can't see it. I see the church. That church is sure pretty.
Well, that one I texted you can still look at it on your phone, right?
Wow, and there it goes.
Oh, okay. So this is the one of the house that I was in.
I didn't know you were.
Yes, I was. That's that mirror.
I didn't know you were there.
Yep.
I'm trying to look at what
Yep,
else.
because that you couldn't wait to show me that.
It was pretty slick.
Yeah, and he was there. The owner was there.
So you know who I'm talking about, Fabio? Mm-hmm. It's pretty funny. Let's see. That's from this one here. I don't know if you can see this. This is from a gym. This is from a gym in Arlington, I think. We did a whole bunch of stuff there. Yes. Okay, so if you look right up here, I don't know if you can see that thing hanging way up there at the top of the gym. That's a 360-degree speaker.
Like a 360 camera? It's
Yeah,
a
except
speaker?
it's a speaker and it lights
So
up.
it like moves
No, it's got speakers all around.
around?
it.
Okay, gotcha.
So we got it on
I'm trying to visualize this.
Well, here, let me.
It's got lights?
No lights, just a really loud speaker. But we've done a few of those, and those are challenging because we need a lift for that. Hang on here.
And while you're digging for that, is there like some kind of different job that you did that was just extraordinarily different from anything else you did?
Neil helped me out with that. I can't really think of anything because we're always doing something extraordinarily different. So
Okay, so each one of your jobs are like kind of unique. So it's not
Everybody's
that
custom.
It's not like that autopilot where everything is just.
there's some of that too. I mean, there's a lot of just family rooms that need to be done, and fill in the spots or update. There's a lot.
Okay, what about these cameras? Like, is there any weird people that like have cameras put in the oddest spots?
Of course,
Okay, tell me the most oddest spot you've ever put a camera.
in a bedroom, in the bathroom,
In the bathroom?
in the bedroom. Yeah,
For what?
because he was horny and kinky and wanted. That's what he wanted. Whatever. I don't look
Was
at
he
it.
was
Nobody
he
look-
watching himself?
No, he was like with his woman or women or whatever or men or I don't know. I don't know what his personal.
I
life
hope it wasn't in the hallway where all of his guests came in.
No, I mean it's just a single dude that can do whatever he wanted, so that's what he wanted. So whatever. And he had perimeter stuff too outside.
Oh.
But yeah, I've done some of that.
Perimeter stuff.
With the normal stuff, when you go outside, most people don't put cameras inside their house. They put them outside their house so they can see people going by. And
I have a camera in my house.
I got
Yeah,
a
we
camera
know
in my
it's-
house to watch my kids.
we can look at it online.
Yeah, I know.
It's public. Didn't everybody know that?
What?
Her camera's public.
Oh, my camera's probably public too with the Nest.
Yeah, but it's boring.
Yeah, but I'm going to tell you that, well, the Nest, when you pay for it, they have servers. They can't store all that stuff. And that's why you end
Well,
up
it's
paying.
only they can store it, but it's only for 14 days or 30 days.
You can
depending
do
how much
10
you
days or 30 days. Those are your choices.
Well, and then my DVRs come with however.
But that's
big a
not
hard drive.
DVR. Because if you have that DVR, you've
You
got
have local.
that you don't go over the internet. That's actually saved on your box, right?
Well, it's both. So I mean, like right now, I could look at my cameras and play back something, and I'm here.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So I could treat it like a cloud, but the cloud's at my house.
Do you have to pay extra for that? Where do they store that stuff? Is it stored on your DVR? It's like a DVR.
The DVRs you can buy them like in half a terabyte, 1 terabyte, 2 terabytes,
Gotcha.
4 terabyte. You can add more to it. You can even tell it. Well, I don't even want to use this terabyte. I want to use my NAS drive, which is a drive some of you might have that's got 10 gigs or 20 gigs that is shared with all the computers on the house.
See, I only use mine strictly for my kids. Isaiah hit me. Asher hit me. Or one screaming and no one can tell me because I can't understand.
Well, that's
'cause
when
I'm
you
like,
beat the crap. That's when you beat the crap out of both of them.
no, I
Shut
go
up.
on the cameras. I said, I'm going to find out who did it.
Why? Just
That-
beat the
yeah,
crap out of both of them, and then they'll stop doing it.
No.
That's why we have a camera in our house
You don't have
for our dogs.
Oh, it's for the dog.
Uh-huh.
He's damn
That way
good.
when we're gone.
Oh, my gosh.
Girl,
Listen to me.
You're too liberal. with
I
that.
had a dog, Athena, okay? And like she would get out of her cage within 3 minutes after I left. I would see my camera say, your camera saw somebody.
So
And I would go on it.
Opened it up.
She busted out the back and like you hear her hollering.
hilarious.
Oh!
Wow, that's incredible.
And then right after she see it, look, person in the living room thinks it spotted someone. Okay, so anyway, that gave me a notification right now, and that's probably Lachey. So the roommate,
cool.
Hi, Lachey.
she never watches my show. You
Her
think
hair
she
looks
would-
great.
Yeah, I was a little upset at her because she should have done it last night, like we planned. I scheduled an appointment.
Miss Diva over here.
No, I scheduled an appointment for her to do it last night. And she's like, I was like, okay, so we needed to get these combs, for my hair or whatever. And she's like, okay, we'll do it tomorrow because we were supposed to do it the other day. She goes, let's do it tomorrow after work because they work till 5. Mm-hmm. Well, then she makes plans after work to go have wings. And she goes, I have to go to Plano. So she says, I'll pick them up in Plano. Well, they closed at 8. I said, well, I've got to have my hair because the bad haircut still has not grown out. It is still so god awful. I'm going to have to get it cut.
Sorry, I brought it up.
I know. I can get into this about freaking
soon.
hair.
Obviously.
Sore subject. No, hey, let me ask you. Are you taking vitamins?
Oh my God. So many.
Yeah?
I got the hair, nails. What is it? Hair, nails.
Yeah,
Skin.
like the biotine stuff.
And then I have biotine. That's the dissolvable kind. So I'm taking both.
Wow.
And I was like, today I was like, I popped 2.
Might
That's
as
a neat
well.
present. Somebody thoughtful.
Oh, I know. I was going to get to this present once we finish talking.
I thought
Good
I
God.
was
I
gonna
did
get
not
off of hair
forget
and
about
nails.
the present.
I just gotta
Gosh.
say,
My hair
Miles
Patience,
didn't get me
grasshopper,
one.
Patience.
Miles didn't
Try
get
not-
Catherine one.
Miles didn't know Catherine was here until I was already here.
I thought I told you about Catherine, our good-looking engineer. I
You
did
said
tell
it was
you
just
about
going to be you and me, and I was like, all of a sudden, this
what
beautiful
am I?
girlfriend's
How
in
are we
here. I'm
supposed to stream?
Great.
She's like the main source of her hub over here. Oh, by the way, look at my shirt. So this is Patrick's band, Heaven Below, and I hate T-shirts because I look so ugly in them.
It's a good thing
No.
you didn't, it's a good thing you didn't answer
Yes.
me about the T-shirt.
Because it's
question.
like it feels like it's strangling me. So I decided to customize it. So
Yeah.
Patrick, I mean, if you're watching or if you do watch,
Look at that. Stand up.
Patrick-
Let me see it.
Patrick, she cut the shirt up, man.
I
Sorry
sure
about
did.
that.
Just like cutting the cords, I cut the shirt. Hang on, because I don't.
Move
Wow.
over. Scoot over. No, to the right. Go that way. No. No. Move over. There you go. Yes. Perfect.
So it's like a two-faced
Look at
version
that.
of Marilyn Monroe.
It has the slouchy look.
Yeah.
See? Oh, look at the back. Oh. Just don't look at my butt.
Not too late. We already saw it.
Team. Keep turning. Keep
I got
turning.
no dollars here. Sorry.
Team Charlie.
Yeah, I got some tatties too.
Cool. That looks great.
I cut out my Messer shirt too.
Nice.
Uh-oh, he's going to get mad at you.
Oh,
That looks awesome. I actually like to customize T-shirts that people give me too. Like DC. You remember when he gave us our shirts?
yes.
You got to customize yours for DC.
Oh, you know, I'm gonna cut it and I'm gonna make like fringe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to do it. I started it when I was in like.
I want to make it like how it is on your shoulders, like that.
Yeah?
I tried to attempt to do that to the Messer one, and I kind of messed it up, so I had to tie it.
And then you can even do the ones where you cut it on the side.
Oh, yeah.
Tie it up.
Yeah.
I did one
I've got a
time.
boner.
Hey. I did one time where you just cut it all the way down the back in slits, like half
a
an
rib
inch. Well, and then you kind of like weave it. And so after you weave it, it
Seems like
turns
a lot
in.
of work.
It actually wasn't.
No, it's very
It was
easy.
really easy. I did it within like 15 minutes, and it looks like kind of like a spine going down your back. Pinterest, girl.
Oh my gosh, videos, YouTube. Oh gosh,
So super easy.
oh god.
Love it.
I just felt like cool air come in, like really.
Feels good.
So, anyways, thank
Big
you.
AC vent.
Thank you for my gift.
Well, so I was thinking about maybe doing a promo. Maybe we could figure out a promo, and I'll give one of those away if they do the promo.
What do you mean?
Well, like let's say someone says, "All right, if I get a decent, I mean, obviously spend a little bit of money, please, but if you
Don't be cheap.
don't be buying like used speakers, but like if you filled out your living room with 5.1 a remote control, have us put it all in for you to add to your boring TV that's already there. I'll throw one of those in for you. And
Perfect.
Then you can float
Actually,
around, listen to jam in the bathtub.
Dusty Rose actually just came online. I just saw him pop up. I sent
Hi,
you
Dusty.
a message because I thought maybe we could Skype you in. This man is exciting. He's not only is he a musician, but he, I don't know, races cars and like he got in a really bad wreck. He's got a beautiful kid. Thought it would be some interesting thing if he would have been able to Skype in, but we didn't have that conversation yet. But that's why I contacted and said, "Hey, what's up?" And he probably was like, "Weirdo." But we'll talk back about this earthquake. Aquatic,
It's an
wireless,
it's a Bluetooth
waterproof,
speaker that jams.
resistant micro.
It's about an
speaker.
inch. It's
Does it
about
bob up and down
No, it's
like a bobber?
there's a joke there somewhere.
I know. I had to put some humor in it.
Yeah, dirty humor.
I know.
So this thing basically is a mock of their $2,000 product. So their top of the line subwoofer, 12 inches, like $2,000 retail. So the brand's called Earthquake. So this thing is rechargeable, comes on a keychain. It's about 1.5 inches.
Comes on a keychain?
Yeah, it's you can take it with you. Set it right here on the table. If thing's loud, it's like, good Lord, this thing rocks. You Bluetooth to it.
Holy shit.
You jump in the pool, it'll float.
So is this but this isn't a keychain. This is actually like a...
There's a keychain there. Open it up.
Oh, I wish you would have brought me one. Dagnabbit.
Hey, you got a knife?
Well, maybe next. Yeah.
Hey, camper girl.
I do.
I know you got a knife.
You already know, baby. He's got one for you,
I
though.
want to see your knife.
Okay.
There's your knife right there. Oh, we got a knife. It's okay.
Okay, we can tell you're a music fan. Is it a bass? Or is it just a guitar?
That's a Les Paul, right?
Yeah,
So
but this is also, I think it is to open your beer.
it was Hat Tricks had a thing like for raising money one night. So all the bands came in. Everybody got one of those when they walked in the door. So or handed to them at some point in the evening. That's a fun. That's
I
a fun
actually
bar.
have
That's a
two
fun
knives
bar.
in here somewhere.
Wowzer, she got 2 knives. Stay away from her. She cut you.
Yeah.
I cut myself with a
Cut
knife the other day.
security.
I'm still healing
That's
from it.
Bone Queequee, y'all. What was her name? Amy, Linda, Nancy. What was her name?
George.
Angela.
On where?
George.
Bone Queequee. Angela Johnson.
I don't remember.
Fred.
I don't know.
We're going to have to play that.
Oh, you mean on Mad TV?
Yes, Bone Queequee.
You should play Fred's new dress from 20 years ago. That's a fun song.
Neil wants you to talk about, well, I guess Neil plays the guitar, so we can't leave Neil out. Neil is
Mule Sound.
Neil Dunlap.
Mule Sound. That's his thing. Mule Sound.
Okay. And he wants
'Cause he's a
you to
stubborn son of
ask
a bitch,
about
that's
his stubborn son of a bitch.
He is a good guitar player, though.
I don't think
He's
I-
very Ian Moore. What's his?
You said it's
Bridges.
Neil
He's like
Sound?
Bridget, what's the
Oh
Bridget
my
size
god,
guy?
it looks like the little
Careful
itty dice.
Now
Let's
open it up
see.
again.
Well, I'm going to open it up because it's like in plastic.
Show it. Hold it. Show it to the camera. Let's see.
And it isn't purple or pink. It's
If you like Neil's playing, that means you like Billy Gibbons and just that bluesy Texas rock kind of thing.
Billy Gibbons is playing with John Fogerty. That is going to be a badass little show.
I'm more excited about Jeff Beck with Paul Rogers.
Oh my God! When is he playing?
That's at the cool place in Irving, and Ann Wilson's opening.
Who's playing at the Majestic today? I saw the tour bus out there.
Oh, I don't know.
We have to Google that.
Pat Benatar? No, she's in Oklahoma.
Okay, but
I saw Pat
no,
Benatar
John Fogerty and Billy Gibbons.
That'd be interesting. I'm not. a
They're
big
on
John
tour,
Fogerty voice
but they're
fan.
not coming to. I think maybe one place in Texas, El Paso.
It's probably one of the casinos.
But they're playing in Oklahoma City, and I will
that's-
drive up there. Anybody road trip? Let's go up
For
road
which one
trip.
are you more of a fan of?
Bianca Del
I
Rio.
like them both.
You know who that is?
I don't know who Bianca is, but I could tell her I made some homemade tacos. I'm so bad.
Well, I'm going to Rocklahoma.
Well, I went last year. Maybe I get lucky and go again this year.
Well, now we got Maynard going to be there, so that's going to be
Maynard.
fun.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. Well, it's coming here for BFD, so you can see it as BFD.
Maynard's going to be here?
Yeah.
When?
Same weekend, Memorial Weekend. It's all they're always BFD is usually the same weekend as.
Where's the rock thing that you were just talking
It's just
about?
in
outside of Tulsa.
Oklahoma.
It's just outside of Tulsa, in the middle of nowhere, in this big giant campground.
You
It used
don't
to be a
remember
hangar.
that?
Okay,
really fun.
listen, this
It's really
is
No,
so,
fun.
no, check this out. When
We
I
go
was
every
with the show that I'm not going to say, but how I met you guys.
who shall not be named.
yes. He shall be damned.
Voldemort show.
Yeah.
He is banned from coming out of my lips. Okay, no, just kidding. I wish
joke
him
there
really
again.
well. I hope he gets his stuff together. But he actually went up to Rocklahoma, but I was there. And I guess somehow he decided he was going to go there. And then he got pissy with me because I was backstage. Do you not remember that?
I do, but I
Because I
didn't.
called in.
I
you
didn't
and I
put
had
two
press
and two
passes.
together.
I was at the London's house. So he's with London Dungeons. And I drove them down there. And I won't mention any names, but I got a girlfriend pass. And, I got to go back to the main stage. And, like, all these storms started rolling in. And, like,
It's Oklahoma, big surprise.
Zach Wilde was playing.
Oh, right in the middle of his set is when we had to go back to the car. too.
Yes. And, like, literally, I
sucked.
wanted to meet Zach. And my friend's like, well, there's Zach. There's Zach.
Well, I had a quick Zach
And-
moment while I was there just before we went on of all of us that were down there in the pit. he looked right at me. I went, and he went like that. And
Nice.
came out and did his Black Sabbath thing until we got rained on. I was like, shit.
But see, we were looking at the storms, right? And he was over by his tour bus. And then I saw his bass player, so I went ahead and got a picture with him. And then I'm like talking to this one dude, and the reason why I didn't recognize him was because he was fairly new. He was from Australia. I love the accent.
An Aussie.
And I was showing him all these storm pictures, and he's like, I would buy that stuff. So we're talking and shooting the shit for 30 minutes, and I finally say, oh, by the way, what band are you with? He's like, The Cult. And he was one of the new
Right.
members
The
from
Hired Help.
Australia.
The
But he
Hired
told,
Help.
yeah. So he told me, no, he's actually with them.
Well, right, but next year they could have 2 other guys. I mean,
I don't know.
it's
but-
mainly those 2 guys, you know, and sometimes what's the drummer's name that was in? Is it Matt? I can't remember his name. Somebody type it in. Somebody-
What is it? Say
he
it
played
again.
with Guns N' Roses in The Cult. He went back and forth, and he was in that thing at.
And he just came. He's a new member.
No. He's been on and off for many, many years.
What is he? Drummer.
Drummer?
Sing? Okay.
Drummer. I can't remember his name at the moment. But he was at this all-star thing at Southside.
Steven Adler.
No, not Steven Adler. The other one.
Matt Swarm.
Matt Sorum.
Look at
I said
her.
Matt.
Me and Miles go, our memory fucking
Well, she's got
sucks.
Wikipedia right in front of her.
Yeah. Yep. Wikipedia.
Wikipedia is awesome. I feel like I got a ring, by the way. So here's the. Well, I'm going to go ahead and put it on the camera, but that's the.
Isn't it slick?
Look
God,
at
it's
it.
like
They didn't have a
itty bitty
purple
tiny.
one.
So
They had
like-
a hot pink one, but they didn't have a purple one.
Oh, I guess that doesn't push. Okay, so ooh,
It
I don't
probably
know.
needs charging. You got to plug it into USB. It comes with a USB cord.
Oh yeah, there's a USB cord. Yeah, I'm going to charge it, and then we're going to test
You'll
it
be
out.
real. I had to go to. I had a loss in the family, and over Labor Day weekend, over that whole time. So I went. I had to go. It was just before that, early in August, and then I went over to London. Most of my family's English, and I went over there and I bought the main 5 people I was going to go visit, 4 cousins and aunts and all
I'm
that.
pissed.
I bought them each one of these.
Yeah.
And my aunt, she's in her 70s, and she was like, "Thank you," and non-savvy, and she's like, "Whatever." While I was there, and then probably 3 weeks after I got back, month after I got back, she's texting me. She's going, "Oh my God, this is the coolest thing since sliced bread." I finally got my head wrapped around it and understand
Wow.
why it's here, why you got it for
Oh,
us. This
how
is so cool.
I gotta
Yeah.
buy one of those. We go through speakers so much because we go hiking. All
Miles,
the
just-
above.
Maybe I can get invited to the show some other time.
Yes,
What's your
yeah.
favorite?
Will.
What's your favorite color?
Purple.
Oh, that's right. So
Yeah,
black,
and-
again.
and then-
Black again.
And then black. Well, actually, it'd probably be black and then purple.
There's
One
red,
of the
there's
two.
pink, there's white, there's black, and there's blue.
Yeah, because
Whatever.
I told him purple, and
Whatever you can
he
get.
goes, "What's your
Whatever
second choice?"
I'm not
Black.
greedy.
Well, I didn't know what was going to be in stock. I thought there would be purple, but there wasn't any.
God, I'm like a deep purple. Woohoo! Love it.
That is awesome, man.
So
That's cool.
Is there anything else about your business that you would like the public to know?
Well, I mean, yeah, I do. The heart and soul of what I love to do the most is audio. I like control too, but it gets kind of complicated and fussy sometimes, and that's aggravating. But
Nobody likes aggregating, fussy.
well, I beat it
way.
eventually, but but audio is instant gratification. So if I still, after doing this for 30 years, I still get off on when people pick out what I want them to get with a pretty good, if they got a pretty good budget and they just have no clue what they want and they trust me to do what I want to do. What
So
I
you can
visualize,
just
and then
balls to the wall.
to see the smile on their face when they get to play the first round of their music on
Yeah.
it at really, 3/4 of the way up or something like that, and you just see this 55-year-old dude or woman,
Their face just light up.
like they're 13 and they just opened up their first whatever.
That's
And-
awesome.
Oh, it's great. It's great. The money doesn't suck either, but the just the whole experience of the way we've been doing a lot of outdoor landscape systems.
Mm-hmm.
So when you think of an outdoor speaker, what do you think about?
Rocks.
Loud.
Well, you think rock when you look at them.
Outdoor moments. That's because
lot
I
of people
saw
think-
yours.
A lot of people think the over the head, just the
Yeah.
plain Jane box
The
speakers with
big-
the U brackets
yeah,
on them and
big
stuff.
ol'-
So we do those, but lately,
big
the
ol'.
big spenders have been buying sets where it even comes with the amplifiers, and you've got these pods starting at 4-inch, 6-inch, and 8-inch, and then you've got a bullet that comes back like that. They're on stakes. They're literally in your landscaping around your pool or whatever. Then we got to dig out a hole about the size of a, I don't know, $300 grill at Lowe's or a Home Depot that you see sitting out front without the legs, just the grill part.
Yeah.
And that's a 12-inch subwoofer that gets buried in your ground.
Wow.
And the whole thing coming out is just a mushroom. When it's all, the dirt's all put back, you just see a mushroom or you see a rock, depending on what brand it is. And that's where it's releasing the air from the subwoofer. So it's completely encased in sort of a concrete subwoofer enclosure.
Oh man,
They have
that's
them at
amazing.
resorts. Like I saw them and I thought of you. I was like, you need to hit all the resorts.
We do 2 amplifiers on there. There's just one house we've been working on that we've got to do. In fact, I need to find out. I'll ask the owner if it's okay if you come out to visit, because we're putting in a motorized flip down 65-inch TV from his downstairs patio. But that one's got 4 6.5-inch with a 12-inch, and I mean, we were testing it, getting it all EQ'd and perfect. I'm just going, I don't want to go home. I just want to sit here and listen to this all day. This just sounds so good.
warm
And he
and
still
loud.
it's at his lake house, so he still hasn't even been home to hear it yet. And I'm going, man, it's been a month.
Wow.
I can't wait to get back out there and do it again.
I know you went away. I can't hear you. Go ahead and
Try moving your mic. Just oh, there you go. I hear you.
okay.
Yeah.
Yes. I want to go ahead and hear your phone number again, the name of your company, and your website, please.
I have to think. What order would you
Oh,
like?
come on, Annie. Just spit it out.
BTZ Audio Video. And you're supposed to ask me what the name stands
Oh, what
for,
does that
right?
stand for? Is
My-
that like your initials of your children?
My children.
Zach.
He's my late dog. Back in
Okay.
August, we had to let him go. He was 15 and having issues. And it
What
was
kind of
just on-
dog?
He was a rat terrier.
Is that your website?
Yep. That looks very
Awesome.
familiar. BTZaudiovideo.com.
Can we go ahead and put that up real quick so that we can see
Absolutely.
that?
I just had that done
Anybody,
recently.
please call in. It's like I feel
And
y'all are
it's-
just like stage fright or something.
And
469-708-8609.
I know. What's
You can ask
going
Miles
on?
any question. You can ask me a relationship question, a personal question.
don't.
Kat, ask Kat.
Not a relationship question.
Shut
I'm
you.
outta
I'll
here.
give you advice. I'll be like the fruitcake lady.
Oh, don't be as mean.
No, don't be mean.
She answered a question. I mean, just like when we talked about the whole, stealing perfume. Somebody says, "Is it okay? Like when I go in the grocery store and I steal a grape to taste it, or not steal? He didn't use the word. He said to taste
Try.
the grapes." And she goes, "You know what a grape tastes like."
Right?
No. She's they're saying,
She's
no,
hilarious.
it's okay not
She's
to
hilarious. I
taste
saw
the
some
grape.
bits from her before.
Yeah, bless her heart. She passed away. That lady had a good life. But she was funny. They did a bit with Tom Cruise and Mel Gibson, and they were cooking, and she was smacking, I don't know if it was Mel Gibson's or Tom Cruise's hand. It was pretty hilarious.
That's funny.
So, once again, the number is 469-708-8609. Somebody say something positive, anything. Say hello. What's
Is
up?
anybody saying anything negative besides Neil?
No negativity. Thank goodness.
Neil, if you're like watching, dude, you should call. Are you scarred?
So
Is
we're,
Tara, are you out there watching? You
Yeah,
were asking.
Tara.
You were asking about it earlier.
I'm going through the gallery
That's my
here on your website, and you've got this.
It needs a bit more.
You've actually got a lot of cool stuff in here, but you've got this one thing. I want to ask you what this is real quick.
Spin it around.
What is this?
Is that a
sucker?
guitar?
It looks like a UFO.
That's the close up of that speaker. That's that 360 degree speaker in the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's got three full range horns like a PA, like for the mids and highs, and then it's got a down firing 12-inch woofer. So
Here's
that's a
another
floor.
picture of it.
That was tough too.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really
Yeah.
neat. Well, you got some good stuff going on
That was
here,
a
man.
That was a challenging day.
Yeah, was it?
Oh, you know the most challenging thing I've ever done that's to this day is still the most challenging thing. A shelf. A custom shelf.
A shelf.
A shelf.
A shelf.
Uh-huh.
Like an elf on a shelf.
Well, with
I'm
the
just
elf.
playing.
With the elf. So this regular house in Euless or Bedford or something over there, and they lived on this little canal, this little homemade canal thing. And the lady of the house she wanted this laser TV when Mitsubishi was still making TVs, and it was their last ditch effort for rear projection, and it was beautiful. It was 150 pounds, and you couldn't hang it on a wall. It was about 2.5 feet deep at the base, so it was one of those rear projections. So she absolutely wanted to replace whatever nasty old TV was hanging on the wall in the middle of the wall. She wanted this in the middle of her wall, so I'd build a shelf, right? So it's an outside wall. That makes it even more fun. In the end, long story short, we made the shelf. It was like a slide-on, like a sock. We had to put this metal bracing. We had to cut out 6 square feet of her wall, put more framing in. Yeah, and then she didn't want to see stilts holding the shelf up. She wanted it to be floating. And she wanted it finished in the matching finish that the credenza was in, directly below it on the floor, which was black lacquer.
Okay.
Like piano black.
Wow.
So we had to build this thing, and I mean, it was a nightmare. We got it done, but oh my God, I bet that thing.
I wish I could see a picture.
I'm pretty heavy, and I could sit on it.
Oh,
I could
wow.
hop up on it, and I could sit on it, and it wouldn't fall.
And it was a floating shelf.
Floating shelf. I haven't
Wow.
heard from them in a while because it was like the last thing they ever did. But yeah, it was. I had done a bunch of stuff for them, but it was that was a challenge.
Man.
All right, Miles, I'm going to stop right there.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and play the, and I'm going to go ahead and let the viewers know. Vinnie Paul had done I think it was a YouTube. It was really greatly thought out, and I thought it was amazing and awesome. So I figured I'd play it because he's actually pretty funny on camera. And I didn't, I mean, I've seen some parts of him and stuff, but this was just to really see like how he took a bad situation and kind of made it funny. So their tour bus got stolen by a meth head in Vegas. So let's go ahead and
Imagine
check
that.
this out. I'm ready.
The first Hell Yeah tour we ever did, we were traveling around in an RV that I had, and the band was in a regular tour bus. Most of our merchandise, the big 20-foot Hell Yeah metal sign in the back of it and all this. And it was our first time to play Vegas, and we pulled up, we parked in the Luxor parking lot. And we all went out, we had the day off, partied our ass off and all that. Great time. The next morning, I get up and I went down to the bus to get something, or the RV. And it was missing. I thought maybe our driver, Cowboy, had moved it. So go up to his room, knock on the door, and say, "Hey, man, where'd you move the bus?" He goes, "I didn't move the bus." So we start going around through all the crew guys asking them, "Did you move the bus?" "No, nobody moved the bus." "We better go take a look." So we go down there. It's gone. It had been stolen. So anyways, we played the show that night. We didn't have any merch to sell. We didn't have our Hell Yeah sign or anything. We flew to San Diego for the next show the next day. And about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, I got a phone call from a detective here in Las Vegas. And he asked me if our RV had a Texas flag in the back of it. And I said, "Yeah, did you find it?" He goes, "Yeah, we think we got it." They had it there at the station. These guys, you would never know they were undercover cops. One of them looked like Kerry King from Slayer. The other one looked like the singer from Warrant. I mean, it was crazy. And they told us the story. This guy had just got out of jail, and he was a meth dude. He was a little skinny guy, hidden in there. And he had already been cooking meth in there. He had already taken all the TVs, anything of any value, all gone, sold, every bit of it.
Squatters' rights!
But we did get the vehicle back. About a couple hours later, the guy called me again and said, "We found your trailer. It's in North Las Vegas." And the guy had the speakers set up outside, had your sign set up in the driveway, and was selling your T-shirts in his fucking driveway.
Get it here, yeah! It's the Hell Yeah sale of a lifetime.
I mean, this could only happen in fucking Vegas, man.
Okay, that's pretty.
That's messed
It's
up.
pretty. I know it is pretty messed up, but he made some humor out of that. I
Did he make
really
any
liked
money?
that.
You get to keep the money,
Well,
or do you have to give it to
can
Vinny?
you believe?
Vinny's got a lot of money, so
But can you believe that their merch was in there and he was selling the merch?
It wasn't that messed up on that, I guess.
Is it still going? Is it?
What is what?
Oh yeah, it's still going. Or
No, you're on a delay.
okay, we're on a delay. Okay.
Yeah, you're people watching on Facebook and Dallas on Air. They're on about a 40-second delay.
Okay, cool. That is just okay. I got it. I do have a video from Patrick Kennison from Heaven Below that's supposed to be played on our break. We just kind of didn't even really take one. So, once again, this is off his album,
Which,
Heaven Below. Just the one that was supposed to be played on. Wasn't there supposed to be one played on break?
Yep. Let's see.
Was there something else
when
on break?
Daylight Dies.
When Daylight Dies. Here we go, guys.
Wait, hang on. Just kidding. Sorry. And when
And the one and the
Daylight Dies. Here we go, y'all.
Here we go.
Till I count the days and nights since I survived. This lonely abyss is the place I've learned to hide. But the memories conflict with the story I keep in my mind. Then reality comes over me like darkness to blind. I can't live without your love, and I can't die. Instead, I'm standing in the rain when daylight dies. I'm falling for tomorrow. For centuries I have stayed. I've tried to believe, but my eyes give me away. It's like you opened up a door to a world I've never known. A view for a friend. Then I awake and I come back to life. It kills me over and over again. I can't live without your love, and I can't die. Instead, I'm standing in the rain when daylight dies. And so I shield myself from the sun. I crawl away, away from everyone. Maybe it's time I said goodbye. I have suffered for the truth while others laughed when they lied. I've even contemplated suicide, but I won't leave you here. I'm not afraid to die, but I can't live without your love, and I can't die. Instead, I'm standing in the rain when daylight dies. How long is this life? How long is this life? I can't live without your love. I can't die. Still, I'm standing in the rain when daylight dies.
He's got some pipes.
He does. He's amazing. You've been to a Lita Ford concert, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, that's Patrick Kennison.
Oh,
Okay,
guitar
so
player, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So Patrick does a duet with her.
Didn't you have him on the show?
Yes,
recently?
I did. I had him, and we were talking about Heaven Below. He does have Lita. She's basically like I don't know if you call it a guest speaker, singer, guest, or something. But
She'd be fun.
she does a song with him on his album Heaven Below. and he does really, really well. That's what I'm saying. I'm advertising his
see that.
shirt.
I see that.
I made it look all cute and sparkly because I just think regular T-shirts on me are boring.
Well, I'm glad I didn't bring you one then.
I would have cut it up. You could have bring me one all day, and I'll
Well, it's okay.
I'll
I
advertise it.
got it at CES last year.
Huh?
We cleaned out the office and went, oh, I got a whole bag of T-shirts here.
Well, I'll take one. Give me one.
I was going to. I thought I had them in my trunk.
I'll
but
cut it up. I'll make a
apparently-
spine in the back.
I probably got something.
You got to teach me how to do
Yes,
that.
it is so easy.
Yes. Amazing. Yeah.
Like an earthquake one.
So about that video and it being really cool, let's talk about music.
Okay.
Let's
I love
talk
music.
about music.
I learned when I learned that I was into electronics is the same exact moment I learned I was into rock and roll and hard rock and roll.
What?
I was about 8 or 9 years old living in Richardson. And every morning I'd get up and I was an only child. I'm an only child.
Wait, so do you know Dana from school?
No. I know Dana from
Because
Stella.
you know she grew,
Stella?
Yes, because she grew up in Richardson.
Well, Stella worked at the corporate office at a place I used to work, and that's how I knew her. And they're like best friends. So,
Yes.
Or
yeah,
close
because
enough.
Stella has lots of best friends.
She's a riot.
Yeah,
Hi,
she
Stella.
is. Hi, Stella.
And her little mom.
The
The little mom. Yeah. Right.
Yes, that's amazing.
Right.
Okay,
But so anyway, I woke up one morning and
you were
instead
8
of-
and you were like, I love rock and roll.
No. I was sitting there. I was like, for some reason in my head, I wasn't allowed to make any noise while they were still sleeping in on a Saturday morning. The parents were sleeping in. I'm an only child, so I'd sit around twiddling my thumbs. And I finally said, you know what? I know how to work the TV. I know how to,
You
I'll
weren't
go work-
watching
I'll work that
Smurfs or
Super Friends. Come on now. So I would go over to where this silver box was that made all the music, and it was an analog Zenith receiver with the old turn the dial. And I discovered the zoo. I learned how to turn it on, turn the volume way down. I figured out KZEW.
you know that
Oh God.
at the same moment. So here I am playing around with a receiver.
the zoo.
Oh God.
Yeah, she knows all about that. You know, there's
The original zoo, not these new versions.
You
The original zoo.
know about the new.
And the Q102 one as well.
Man.
but so the zoo is doing a radio podcast with all the original, and I think the only
Oh,
one
really?
that's not is Jagger, right?
Oh no, Jagger wasn't a part of the zoo.
No, that's way before Jagger.
And you know Jagger too?
Well, yeah, I know
Aw.
who he is. Yeah.
Shout out to Jagger. We hearts him.
No, remember like Tempe
Heart
Lindsay
checker.
and
Yeah.
LaBella and
They
Rhodey
don't-
and all those
No,
guys?
they don't have all those guys. All they have is George.
George.
It was our friends saying hi.
Yeah, what's his name? Right? His name is George, right?
I don't remember. I mean,
Oh.
it was 89 when they went away. So,
Yeah. I'm not even going to plug them because
well, it's not the same thing.
that's a sore subject there. Yeah, it's not the same
It's not the
thing.
same
They're
thing.
nowhere near close.
anyway,
Those guys.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Quit
They
dwelling.
who shall not be named.
So anyway,
you
that
got
was-
into the zoo.
So I got
That's
into the zoo. I
awesome.
figured, and the first thing I ever heard that I paid attention to was Bad Company.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
Cool.
I fell immediately in love with Paul Rogers' voice, and I still am.
Okay.
Shout out to any fans of Paul Rogers out there. Anything?
Shout
Anything?
out.
Anything? No. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so it went from there, and I've always been in electronics, and I've always had stereos, and I've always drove my parents crazy, and loudness, and I ended up helping when my dad moved to Ohio after I graduated. I remember he said, "Here's some money, go help me find a stereo for my place." So I went out while he was working and brought him back some. It's like, wow, I would have never guessed it would have been this good.
Nice.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So you've been in it since the beginning.
Since, I've 40 years. I guess if you count that far back, 30 years
Yeah.
professionally.
Yeah, Miles is a super fan. Like I swear to God, I think you're like one of the top people that has.
I get
when
introduced to people. This guy goes to
every
concert all the
concert. Yeah,
time.
it's like I was gonna say, like, if you had to guess how many concerts you've been in your lifetime, I mean, do you have like a thing of
I stopped
concert
counting. I used
stubs?
to. I used to. I don't have any more. We have the coffee table now in the we stepped it up a notch. We have the coffee table has an open, like you can see into the top drawer. There's the blankets are in the lower drawer, and the top is signed paraphernalia from concerts from artists,
Wow.
and it's filled up.
Sign paraphernalia.
Yeah, like
No,
not
he
that kind of paraphernalia.
he doesn't only get tickets. Okay, if they have a VIP table, okay, he's got to do the VIP table.
Oh, so you're one of those
I don't know.
guys.
See, the thing is, I don't really do backstage passes because it's like, I feel like, what am I going to ask them that everybody already asked them in every city? They don't want to meet me. I didn't get a thing saying, Miles, hey, Paul Rogers wants to meet you.
Yeah.
It's a personal invitation that Paul Roger
it's like,
personally
it's cool
invites
that
you.
these great musicians. I've been a fan of all these people. Like the picture you had with me being on today. That's one of my favorite musicians. His name's Doug
Dog
Pinnick.
Picnic, yeah,
Doug
of King's X.
and many other things he's doing. Yeah, but Doug doesn't ring me up and say, "Hey, man, I'm coming to town. I want you to make here's a VIP pass. I want you to make sure to come backstage and say hi." I'd love that, but
Miles always pays for it. But they don't have VIP over there at Trees. He plays at Trees a lot.
He does, and I tell you one thing. That's probably one of my top favorite bands is them. And if I was going to recommend a club style national show, I don't think it really gets much better than that.
Okay. All right then.
It really, and it's not. It's a combination of their music quality, their charisma, the unity they create in the room,
the energy.
It's mostly Doug that does that, but and it's okay, but it's just an amazing.
Wow.
It's an amazing experience seeing that band play.
Neil,
And it's a shame that they're not as popular as they should be.
Neil, you can call back because I know you're online.
Neil,
but he
call
said he said another
He's had an install.
satisfied customer, no money in Miles' pockets. What does that mean?
He didn't pay me.
Oh, and then he
Neil?
said, "LOL."
Oh, okay.
Neil, you've got to call. Call in 469-708-8609.
That guy got a whole bunch of stuff done, and then Neil talked up a SkyStream to the guy
Wow.
and he put a SkyStream in over there.
Wow, good for him.
Yeah.
Like,
Lucky.
That was a
Can
tough
you hear
job.
the phone ring, or is there something?
I've got it pulled up right here. So when someone calls, it'll pop up on my screen. I don't want the whole do 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 do.
That was,
That's
that was a tough
But I can
house.
hear it. There's been times that I've heard it and was like, "Hey, Kat, we got to call."
yeah. I had the knob turned up. That was my fault.
Yeah, but I like that because then I can hear it too. When
Oh, you like the
don't.
call noise?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I'll turn it
Come
up
on,
for you,
Neil,
girl.
call.
Hey, so a question.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you guys think my first concert was?
At 23,
Backstreet Boys,
is it a what genre of music is it?
Justin Timberlake.
What genre of... I can't. I don't
Is it
give it
pop?
away. No.
Country?
No.
Rock?
Oh, we got a caller. It's Neil.
Yay, Neil.
7 million people in this damn city, and this is the only one that calls.
Damn it.
Oh,
It's the green button.
yeah.
Hang on, Neil. She's trying to answer the call.
There we go.
Hey, dude.
Hello, Neil.
Hey, what's going on? Long time caller, first time listener.
Right?
All right.
Is he happy?
I cannot believe you've been on my Facebook all this time and you're just now watching because Miles is on. Shame on
No, I'm
you.
watching your other ones.
I'm going to bust your ass.
I so watch your other ones.
Okay.
I'll give you your $50 later for saying that.
So what is this another satisfied customer, no money in Miles' pockets?
Oh, I said more money in Miles' pocket.
No, it says no because you fat fingered
Yeah,
them.
no, correct.
Fat finger.
Mo money, mo.
It makes you feel any better. There's not much in a SkyStream, so
Yes, I told them about that.
Actually, Miles, he's going to be calling you, so
good or bad?
I'm just fine. He's happy with everything.
Oh,
Just,
good. That was a tough house, man.
I didn't even finish my thing. So this is Neil. So he's the Guido that came with me. I found
who's Irish?
yes,
Mexican.
and I found
What are they?
my stuff, and I filmed it and stuff, and then it was shift change. So it was the little Elm Police Department that had to go to Hickory Creek. So the other one was leaving, wrapping up, and then the new one got a confession from the the homeless people that stole my sheds.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you're a good man, Neil.
Yeah,
I
I
had, to
closed my
make,
ass
I had to
off.
make sure that the meth heads didn't try to do nothing to me. So,
Right?
yeah.
Good. A happy ending.
Yeah, I got my shit back.
Sort of.
Sort of.
And then when they have their 2 weeks in jail, they can have 3 meals a day and a warm place to sleep. So they'll be thanking me, but maybe they should be thinking, maybe we should get our shit together
Maybe.
Yeah,
and not
people
steal
are-
from people.
Right?
Yeah. So Neil, what are you doing on the job? Tell us what you're doing.
I'm driving home now.
We put a well, I guess basically a whole house. Well, most of a whole house system and a closet by the door, all the equipment, and is an old house in North Dallas. And that is a tough house because you couldn't. There's barely any attic, and it was all the room that it was running was way on the other side of the house, and the patio, and it was control system. It was It was basically a little bit of everything we sell. No cameras on that one though.
Oh,
Yeah, we tied in Amazon into it also, because we also do that with URC, where you can do voice control.
Oh, yeah.
So I can tell Alexa, turn on cable in the living room, and it kicks everything on for you. And stuff
You don't
like
have to
that.
touch a phone
Oh, that's
remote or
very
anything.
cool. Okay,
Yeah.
now, how long have you worked for BTZ?
Well, with me when
I've worked with Miles probably going on 11 years now.
Wow.
yeah,
Yeah, we go way back.
Do you keep your employees?
most of the time.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Well, that
You
tells
gotta
a
try
lot.
and train them and make them better. Yeah,
Yeah. That's awesome.
Now, I'll tell you something that Miles can't qualify or confess to anything, and that's like he's mentioned this house here in Dallas. These attics sometimes in these old houses are the worst, let me tell you.
especially in August.
Oh, God. Rats.
No.
Yeah, what they leave behind.
Heat. Yeah, that and the heat. Yeah.
Gross.
We find all kinds of stuff, though. I mean, we find, I found raccoons, snakes, rats, a cat.
First time I ever cut my
A
teeth.
cat? Like a dead cat?
First time.
Well,
I
I found
ever
a dead one once, too, yeah.
First time I ever cut my teeth on installation.
You cut your teeth
It's an expression.
on
It's an
insulation?
expression.
It's an expression.
Okay, well, I've never heard anything like that.
You don't get out much.
Well, insulation makes you itchy.
So anyway, the first time I ever cut in a speaker on the job to earn my keep, I cut. It was actually a very nice system, and I cut it out and I pulled it down and I literally there was a dead decaying rat, a large dead decaying rat. The rest of the tail came down. I literally pulled his deathbed down. It was laying right perfectly. It was almost like I saw it before I cut it. That was my very first cut of a speaker, and it was also in North Dallas.
Wow. There he was.
Yeah.
You brought him down to
I hate to
earth.
say it, when it comes to Dallas, that's where we usually find some of the worst addicts.
Yeah, they're just so old houses. They're just
Yeah.
the houses are so old, and they haven't been
Yeah.
renovated and updated.
What's the furthest away that you've ever traveled for a job?
For miles,
Well, usually I walk
probably,
them. Usually I walk
morning?
them. No, I've gone further than that. I mean, Austin, technically, right?
You drove to Austin?
Houston, technically, we did the dance studio down in
That's
Houston.
true. We did a dance studio in Houston. That's true. So the triangle, basically. The Texas Triangle. I mean, I don't frequent that. So any of you Houstonites and Austin people, Austin actually have a crew still. I had to resurrect them.
I got a question for you. How is your service different from going to Best Buy or some other box store?
We know what we're doing.
Well, that too. But we're definitely more personable. We don't, you're not, like I said earlier, you're not really scared of walking into this colossal mountain of I don't know where to start. Mm-hmm. All you do is basically call me or one of my sales people into the house on your own turf. Tell us what you want, but we'll fit what you want to do for budget into budget, and then the biggest thing is after it's over. After we've done the installation, you can call us. You don't have to wait till tomorrow morning when you're at work. You don't have to wait in line at the desk. You don't have to, you can call me at 9 at night. It's fine if you have a question. If you went from nothing to $20,000 in equipment in your house, obviously you're gonna have a few phone calls after I leave.
I gotcha. What's your favorite thing to sell?
Oh, big audio system.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have any
one thing we do pride ourselves on is our customer service, that we make ourselves available to our customers, at all hours. I mean,
Well,
I've had guys call me at midnight on a Saturday night when I'm out
drinking.
Yeah. And still, be able to get them taken care of or squared away. So, that's an important part. And nothing against Best Buy. I love Best Buy. They bring us lots of business.
Yes, they do.
Do you have anything special you want to offer to our listeners?
Well, like I said earlier, I mean, those cute.
Okay, so it's these. Okay.
We could do some of those. I can just do a package deal on, depending on what you want. I mean, like I said earlier, everything's custom made for each customer.
Okay.
So custom design. So, I can throw, if you mention you heard the podcast and you want to do something with us, I'll come out personally and do the walkthrough for you and make sure to give you a component or knock an hour off or something like that. You make it worth your while to pull the trigger.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Mention seeing our van and get 10% off.
Yeah, except I'm about to get that wrapped as soon as you get your car straightened out.
I have a question, and this is for Neil too. Is there just an embarrassing moment that you've ever had just on the job?
Yes. Tons.
Did you
But,
fart? Did you shard your pants?
Oh, like that?
No, not like
No,
that.
anything.
That doesn't
I'm just playing.
We're guys. That doesn't embarrass us.
No, anything.
Yeah, I
anything.
would say embarrassing to me is well, I'll give you a good example. I had an incident. Again, older house, older attic, and they had a decking up in the attic that wasn't very sturdy that gave way.
Oh,
and
right.
I've been doing AV 25 years.
First
That is
time.
the first and only time that I've ever had a foot go through a ceiling.
No way.
Right. Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we've had a couple of those incidences. We had something silly the other day where we'd been working there all day and we were scratching our head about something, and it was so simple, such a simple fix, we just overlooked it. But we had spent 2 hours trying to figure out what was going on, and coming to find out it was just something wasn't connected.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Neil, thank you for calling in. We have to wrap it up now, and I have just like 2 more
You
questions.
ever have, if everybody need grip puffed up, I'm your Guido.
Okay, yes. You need Guido to break some kneecaps.
Later, man.
Thank you for calling. You're awesome, Blossom. Thank you.
Y'all take care. Stay sexy. Not you, Miles. Later.
Too late for me.
Thanks. Okay, what was the last show you went to?
The last show I went to, actually, the last show I went to was a local guy. I love these guys. Desperado, the Eagles tribute.
Yes, you told me
A
about that.
lot of
yeah.
veterans in that band. I mentioned Ty. He plays bass. Donnie, who was one of, I guess if I can't say the original, but maybe the original singer of Pantera.
Wow.
He sings for them. Oh, that's a difference, isn't it? You know, from before Cowboys from Hell to Hotel California. But they got the gig at the Granada. And I mean the energy in there, and I've seen them a bunch, but for some reason it was like, wow, man, it was really intense, as if they were the Eagles playing at the Granada. It was
God,
really
I wish
cool.
I would have seen them.
Now next week is Dorothy. Have
Okay,
y'all
so
ever heard
that's
of
your
Dorothy?
next one?
Have you ever heard of Dorothy?
Yes, I have.
That
I've
sounds-
seen
looking
her.
forward to her.
I've seen her. I bet you are.
She's at the Cambridge Room upstairs at House of Blues.
Blues,
And-
okay.
And yeah, if you haven't heard of it, if you like,
That's
what's
a
the-
small,
what-
intimate venue.
the one upstairs on
Yes.
the right, yeah, Miles Kennedy's going to play there too.
Okay.
Yeah. What's the one from the Grinch? What's her name? Her band, Pretty Reckless. You like the Pretty Reckless?
I love her.
Well, Dorothy's a little bit bluesier and a little bit more in your face even than she is.
Oh, good.
This is similar to Pretty
Yeah,
Reckless. If you like Pretty Reckless, you like
her.
Dorothy.
Yeah, I do. I like them both.
She's easy to look at too.
I bet easy on the eyes.
What's so's Pretty Reckless?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Pretty Reckless. What is your favorite venues?
Granada is number one.
Really?
I do love. Oh, without a doubt, yeah. I do like when something's playing at Majestic. That's pretty cool. But sometimes you got to just get the right seat to see. Because if you look up my old Facebook, I have several Facebook pages, as you know.
Okay.
I have one called Miles's Concert Diary. So if you want to see full footage of full songs, I don't just take little clips and throw them up there. So you can see some pretty amazing stuff. And if you want to see Chris Cornell acoustic, I've got that on there. But
Oh, wow.
yeah, that one hurt a lot. But I was in the mezzanine, so I was kind of having to do one of these things. But yeah, that's a good one. I do like the new Toyota place in Irving. That's
I have not been there
that's
yet. I
pretty
need to
slick.
go.
That's where the Jeff Beck shows, and the Poison and Cheap Trick is going to play there too.
Got to tell me when the Jeff Beck is. And then what is your favorite local acts, originals, or tributes?
Oh boy, Even It Up, Desperado. I'm going to go see Cherry Bomb tonight, and Will Hoyt's. Shout out to them, and that's pretty good. And they got all you can eat catfish too on Friday nights.
Yes.
It's good in Grapevine. And let's see. I like Legacy. I like Blackout. I like what's his name? Is supposed to be here today. Neil Swanson. They're all friends of mine, and they do a very good job. They're all original. Swanson's Neil's he's also my son's guitar teacher. He's if you like Joe Satriani,
I love him.
instrumentalist.
That's
that
still
kind of
on my
stuff.
bucket list to go see Joe Satriani.
Go see Neil.
There's-
He's really close.
There's another one that's like Joe Satriani.
Vi.
Yeah, Steve Vai. Oh wow,
I'm a big fan of him.
Pretty
obviously.
freaking awesome.
My favorite band of all time is Dream Theater.
Yes, that we've talked about that.
Oh, man.
And Dream Theater did come, and I missed them. I
They'll come
really
again.
wanted to see them. They were actually the tickets weren't all that expensive.
No.
And I just wish I would have made it because they normally don't come here. And the band that I do want to see is the Foo Fighters. They're coming in April,
coming, yeah.
so that is something that's on my.
If you want to
bucket
see a really
list.
fun one that you'd enjoy if you like Dream Theaters, is the former drummer of theirs that started the band, Mike Portnoy. He's in a band called the Winery Dogs. And when they get started, and he's in some other stuff too, but when the Winery Dogs come back around, because you got Richie Kotzen and Billy Sheehan in the band as well.
Oh yeah,
So it's just like kind of like when you go see a Dream Theater show, you're just
that's awesome.
of how good they are, but they're just from another planet. I mean, musically, just like him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Yeah, just I'm into instrumentals, progressive metal, stuff like that. Yeah.
Yep, we basically bump into each other a lot of the times at
Yep.
a lot of the shows.
Rocklahoma.
Yeah. We actually were right there for Buck Cherry. That was another one that I got to meet.
And that one's on that performance, being down there at the pit of Rocklahoma, that's on my diary. Until when the power went out during, what's the first song they ever had?
Crazy Bitch.
No, before that.
I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway.
I'm getting old. I don't even know names. I gotta look.
I suffer from CRS all the
So
time.
can't remember shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, Greg always gives me shit. He's like, "Well, what are some songs from Iron Maiden?" And
Lit
I'm
Up.
like,
Lit Up is the song.
I have to sit there and think about it. I'm like, I have to look it up, and then I could just sit there and go boom, 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 boom. But some things, you have to understand. I didn't listen to Iron Maiden like every day, because I
Well,
can tell
if-
you AC/DC songs and Metallica songs. And
I got a question for you.
what's my question?
What's the top 3 concerts you've ever seen that just blew you away?
Well, AC/DC was one of them.
Makes
Metallica
sense.
was another.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Okay, because I had seen Metallica at the Starplex, and they weren't as good as they were on prior at the
Right.
AT&T Stadium.
Right.
Never saw AC/DC. It was one of my favorite bands.
Yep.
Number 3, I'm struggling. I can't.
I would probably say Maiden, 9 Inch Nails, and probably Jeff Beck and Stevie Ray Vaughan back to back at Reunion Arena. That's probably one of my favorites too. And I actually saw, that might be a tie also with another
Fleetwood
Stevie.
Mac. I have to
Mac.
say, no, I saw
They're
her in the
fun.
90s. I haven't seen her now, but that was
She
one of
looks
the
great.
amazing freaking concerts. And that was at the old Reunion. It's no longer there. They blew it up.
Right? Yeah, and American Airlines is too expensive and sounds terrible. Yeah.
American Airlines, which is funny. No, it's not American. It's AT&T Stadium. Why do they call it AT&T Stadium? Because my
they bought it.
AT&T does not work there.
Well, that's ironic. Yeah.
I know. It's like if AT&T bought it, sponsored whatever, you should be able to have
Right.
4G at least.
Pink Floyd's up there too.
See, I haven't seen Pink
Roger
Floyd.
Waters.
I'd like to see that.
Pucifer. Mm-hmm. You know who Pucifer is?
Pucifer.
Pucifer, like Lucifer with a P. She
No.
knows it. She's over there going, hell
Pucifer.
yeah.
Yeah.
She
That's
knows who it is. It's another one of Maynard's bands.
yeah, it's kind of like do you know?
It's like Roger Waters solo, really. It's almost identical.
Yeah, what's do you know what a perfect circle is?
Well, that's
Yes, I know
that's
Perfect
his other-
Circle
that's
and
another
Red.
one.
Have you ever heard of Red?
No.
Yeah.
Pucifer sounds kind of like a perfect circle, but
Well, no, they don't.
a little.
You
It's
didn't
got
li-
that like
You haven't listened to Vias for Vagina, apparently.
Venus for Vagina. Is
The
that
first
like
album.
rated like the worst?
Oh, you should see their album names. They're hilarious.
Oh God, Venus for Vagina.
Look what their
That
second
took a
album-
lot of freaking thought.
Well, it's Maynard, whatever. He hates everybody. He don't care.
V could be for violin. Vagina. That's insulting to a woman. I'm sorry.
It is?
what songs?
It does begin with a V, though, doesn't it? Why is that insulting?
It's insult because he sat there
coulda
and
said
targeted
the
women's
se-
vagina because that's probably
Well,
what
the
was on his
second one-
mind was
well, the second one-
vagina.
What was the second one? The second one's even more hilarious.
The only song I've heard from that album is "Mama Said," and that's a good one too. But
My mama said.
I haven't.
Everybody should check out Pucifer. It's really a
Yeah.
fun band. It's like laid back Tool.
Okay,
yeah,
what's
okay, that's a better description.
Okay, I
for
like
it.
Tool. All right, so tell
Where
us
is
some of
it?
the albums.
I'm trying to get to it.
Miss Wikipedia.
No, it's right here.
Look
You
at
got it. Okay.
So what is I get cut off here? It says C. The second one is that C is for, and then in parentheses says, please insert sophomoric. Are you looking at it?
No, I
was
thought you
kinda
pulled
cute.
it up.
Well, I can't see. It's running out
Okay.
of room. I
The
can't-
second album.
Yeah, it's called C is for, please insert sophomoric genitalia or something like that in this spot.
So
the
they-
first one's called V is for vagina.
Let's see.
And so the latest one's called Money Shot.
Okay, Money Shot's totally different. Yeah.
yeah, C is for please insert sophomore.
Oh
yeah.
my God. Oh my God.
Great music. Sick name.
Is that
That's great.
really about like if you get squirted in the eye?
I
With some
assume
cum?
so. I assume
Because
so.
that's kind of what I took it when you went like that.
That's probably what it meant.
And that is probably the worst thing. That shit burns.
Does it really?
Yes.
Alrighty then.
Yeah.
I'm not
I
trying
had
to-
a shooter at
I'm
one
not trying to
point.
go there.
I had a shooter.
Anyway.
Yeah, no joke. Anyway, so moving on.
Moving on.
Well, interesting album.
Autographs on my bases.
What?
Autographs on my bases.
Okay, who are they? And then we're going to end it on that note.
We are okay. I've got Ted Nugent. I've got Chris DeGarmo and Jeff Tate.
Awesome. I got Ted Nugent to do a ID, unfortunately, for the other show that I did. Did you see that one?
No, I didn't.
I had Ted Nugent do a shout out.
Wow.
So I need to have him do a shout out for Friday and with Kris and Jay. Are you going to the guitar show?
I'm thinking about it because I saw.
Go with me.
I might get some tickets to that because I do
love
like a lot of
it.
the bands that are there. But you know who
But
I
you
don't
can
like?
drink and get drunk and walk around.
I don't drink anymore.
Yes, you do.
Not really. Not after New Year's.
Oh, did you get sicker than a dog?
At the bar.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah,
no more.
Somebody must have spiked your drink with something like.
No, I was just trying to be overly festive. No, but you know what does suck? What? The lineup at the Wildflower Festival.
Oh, who's that?
Yeah. Oh, it's all like sissy bands from the '90s.
Isn't that in like Mount Pleasant? Or
No, it's in Richardson.
It's great, but the lineup's just like
yes, they have it every year. It's over there off of 75.
There's still time. Usually they get more
crafts.
people in, more bands in that are more sellable. But if you look at wildflowerfestival.com,
it's crap now.
I'm like, well, not for this hard rock community. For like me and her, it would be like. I mean, the top of the line is Kool and the Gang and
oh God
and Starship.
Oh,
wow.
Right.
They don't have any Loverboy in there.
No Loverboy. No, Joe Walsh was there one year. That was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with
the Toadies were there.
Toadies were there. Yeah, it's all like Gin Blossoms and
Gin Blossoms played at the House of Blues recently.
What's Johnny Resnick's band? I can't remember. Just a bunch of.
Well, yeah, you went out.
This mic hates me.
It does.
All right, so we're gonna end. Go ahead, Scott. Did you want to say something?
No.
Say something. God.
Okay, I'm leaving Retard
All I
Central
was
now.
gonna say was, I'm just
Retard
kidding.
Central.
The mic doesn't hate you. The mic loves you. It's just bipolar, like most women. That's all.
Oh my goodness. So you didn't have anything to say?
No, love you guys.
Love you too.
Happy
And then
weekend.
Yes, happy Friday.
My dad's coming to town.
All right.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep. Staying with me for about a week and a half. It'll be fun.
You always got to spend, and I will say that on that end is that it's unfortunate. Like with my parents, I don't get to see them a whole lot, and I really have to reach out and go see them. And it's hard when you're wrapped up in your little world, and So, anyways, I have to. I've been reaching out to my dad with positive little, what I call them memes, but you correct memes. Okay, memes.
Memes with grandma.
Okay, okay. So I send him memes, because he's going through a lot right now to try to lift him. And even though he doesn't respond most of the time, he did tell my mom that it makes him feel good. So, and I send them to my mom. Yeah, I do. And I went and I saw my mom.
Send him a pizza once in a while.
A pizza? I don't even know where he lives. Isn't that sad?
Well, there's a close relationship for you.
Well, he moved to an apartment with some dude, because he's going through a divorce. And
gotcha.
Yeah. So
maybe he's listening and he'll. Maybe not.
Probably not. Maybe.
My dad just moved to New Orleans to help out with the in-laws because they were getting. Turns out hospice is there for her, for the mother-in-law. So he's coming to town. That's all right. He's coming to town. I mean, he's 81. My dad's 81, and he's healthy as a horse. He's healthier than I am.
That's good,
Yeah.
but you need to get healthy, Miles.
Well, I'm unhealthy. I just need to leave my car here and walk back to my.
There you go. You lose about 10 pounds. He lives in
true, too.
Louisville, and I live up norther than him.
The lamb, yeah.
So, do you have anything like a positive little schmew to say to everybody? Because I always believe.
Well,
in
get out there and support your local music and shop small.
Mm-hmm.
Don't give the box stores any more money than they need. Give the little guy a chance. They care about you more than the box stores do. Even if it's not BTZ, the custom integrators, there's a lot of us out in DFW. So,
All right. Well, I'm going to end on this note where I'm going to actually do a positive. It says, remind yourself that it's okay not to be perfect. Be kind to everyone and pay it forward. That's it.
see ya.
Bye-bye. Have a great weekend, folks.
Get away from me! You're gonna kill me! You will kill me! Get out of my life! Get out of this house! Go somewhere but here! I asked for 10 minutes, that's all I want! You never give it to me! You better leave! You better leave now! Get away! In my darkest dreams I see my reflection fading. It's hypnotizing till everything you've done to me has overcome. Still you dig your fingers in, though the torture never ends. Then you crawl back inside, heal this body crucified. Broken angel, falling forward, with your hands around my throat. You said keep it down now, so no one hears us. You can hide it, but the mirror never lies. It's getting hard to believe this altered sense of reality. Broken hearted and swallowing my pride. It's following me. The last goodbye.
Hey, this is Patrick with Heaven Below and Lita Ford. You're watching Friday with Kris and Jay. Yeah.